Attention, brave viewers. This video features adults immersed in a spine-chilling horror RPG experience. The content likely includes supernatural elements, horror-related events, and potentially scenes of violence. Viewer discretion is advised. Enjoy. Howdy, friends and floorheads. Happy Sunday. It is time for some more Liminal Horror. As I'm sure you have figured out, I'm kind of in love with the system a little bit. We did Recursive Transit, which we've got some returning people from Recursive Transit here. This is very different. We've got 4 high schoolers, and let's get started. It's a gray Saturday afternoon in late fall, where the rain never really stops. It just drizzles and spatters, turning the streets into mirrors. Your junior and senior years of high school are defined by boredom. You're out doing what you do when bored on the weekend, testing car doors, slipping through backyards, seeing if anybody is home and forgot to lock the back door. A Saturday of daring each other toward the next bit of trouble and stealing small things as trophies. It's all laughs and dares until old Mrs. Vale appears on her porch, clutching her phone in one hand and pointing with her bony finger. "I see you boys, and I've called the police." Her voice cuts through the rain, sharp and triumphant. You need somewhere to hide, somewhere that won't give you up. You hear the sirens get louder through the rain. Red and blue strobes ricochet off the wet asphalt as you tear through the cul-de-sacs and backyards. Your lungs burn. Every occupied house watches you as your options dwindle. Behind you, tires screech, and someone with the voice of authority shouts for you to stop. Did they bring dogs? If you could just sit down and rest for a minute to catch your breath. You're cutting through a narrow gap between chain link fences, stumbling into a stretch of overgrown lots at the edge of the subdivision. Through the tangle of weeds and leaning telephone poles, you see a house you don't remember. And you know this neighborhood like the back of your hand. Single story, sagging porch, paint the color of grime, small round vent staring at you from the peak of the roof. Wind chimes clink in the wind, happy to have someone to hear them. Grass grown to seed, and windows as clear as cataracts. You don't have much time to think. The sirens close in. You sprint across the mud, up to the porch steps, and under groan of your weight, you as a group shove the front swollen door. And it opens like the arms of a guardian. The smell makes you gag at first. Mold, wet wood, old smoke. You slam the door behind you, the sound echoing in the foyer. For the first time in what feels like hours, you exhale. The sirens and barking dissolve into the rain, leaving only the sound of your heavy breathing. You crowd around a window by the door, but years of grime only offer a blurred view of the rainy day. The house feels protective. You are safe now. and it wants you to know that. It almost seems to exhale with you. It's almost pitch black in here, and the windows refuse to let enough light in.
Holy shit, Rye. I can't believe you hit the window from that far away. That was quite the throw.
That was pretty cool, wasn't it?
Holy, wow.
I can't get caught again.
Again, bro. Come on, man.
I'm looking for a light switch on the wall. It is too dark in here.
Yeah, it's super dark, and you're kind of feeling around, Will, and to the right of the door, you can feel like one of those old-timey round switches that have the button in the middle of it, and you click and it gives a nothing. And you hit it 2 or 3 times. I think, Rye, you're still by the window, and you notice that it does seem to be toggling a light, but seems to be toggling a light above you. And you're seeing a little bit of it shine on the front yard as Will clicks it on and off. And
stop doing that. Sorry.
That's okay. Unconnected to what Will's doing, the room starts to fill with light. Like a slow dawn. And you immediately look up to the ceiling of this foyer and see a single light bulb hanging from a chain. And it's got a yellowish tint to it. It steadily is getting brighter and filling up the room. And this foyer is rectangular, pretty large. It's got high ceilings. It's empty where you would expect furniture to be. The plaster on the walls is kind of a bone color. There's 2 narrow windows on either side of this large door, which is now slammed shut. And the floor is kind of a dusty wood with some dark stains. It feels like every step you take on that wood just echoes through the room. There's a smell of spoiled flowers. It seems like every step causes dust to just fill the air, and under the golden light of the bulb just seems to create kind of a mist. Lots of weird stuff. Probably the most prominent one being the staircase on the left. There's a staircase that goes up, not to a second floor, just to the ceiling. Like the house changed its mind halfway through construction and didn't build a second floor. Straight in front of you, there's double doors, like restaurant double doors that swing either way. And from those doors, you can immediately smell food. Something baked. Bread. Meats. Boy, you haven't eaten since breakfast, and wow, that smells good. On the left, there's an oddly industrial metal door. It looks like the type of door that you would see in an office building emergency exit with the push bar. It doesn't seem to fit the house. And on the right, there's a door that you would expect. It's old. It's got a rusted doorknob with a large keyhole under it. And what appears to be like a pink slime dripping out of the keyhole. But aside from the stairs and the mismatched doors, what seems to be controlling this room and controlling your attention is in the middle of the room, under the light bulb, a wooden chair, just sitting there. It looks like a cheap wooden chair, like for a dinette set.
These stairs. Do you guys ever read about that Winchester house?
Oh yeah, the one in California.
Yeah, the with the stairs that don't go anywhere. That's still
Yeah,
supposed
yeah,
to trap
yeah.
ghosts.
Is that
It's
a
supposed to
new?
trap ghosts in it.
Is that
Yeah.
a new comic book issue?
No,
No, it was this book I got
No,
from the school library once when I was in
it's a real
elementary
thing.
school. It was like one of those ghost story books.
Yeah,
Well.
you getting books, sure. I didn't think everyone was living here. You smell this, right?
yeah, that's. Are we? Is there someone here?
Damn, it didn't look like it from the outside.
Yeah.
Craig, what does it smell like else in this room? You described that earlier.
Yeah, it's old and moldy and dusty, like what you would expect, except from what's wafting from that double door in front of you. That again looks like an entrance to a restaurant kitchen, not a door you would expect in an old house like this.
I don't know. I don't want them to call the cops. Just
Well, like how long we should hide out here?
and the cops are gone. They're already gone, probably. I mean, they're just going to circle the neighborhood.
I
You
kind of
don't-
want to get out of here.
Yeah, you don't hear the sirens anymore. You don't hear the dogs. It's perfectly silent in here. You can still hear outside some of the wind and the rain hitting the front porch. So it's not like you're isolated from sound. But it appears that the dangers outside, has been chasing you for the last 25 minutes, has gone away.
Quick follow-up question. What's the year, roughly? Where are we?
Modern.
Okay.
You
Hey,
all
well,
have cell phones.
we have?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm going to
Fine,
pull up
just
my cell
peek at
phone and look at the watch on it.
Welcome to horror. No signal.
But what's the time?
The time? I think it's mid-afternoon, like around 2-ish.
I mean, we could look and see what they're cooking. I mean, I'm starving.
You think they're just going to feed us just random
Yeah,
just
bro,
us
come
coming
on.
in?
I have seen too many movies. You go through those double doors. There's a guy with a mask made of human skin. You want to go first? That's your business.
You need to stop watching horror movies at night.
It helps me sleep.
I want to take a look outside. I just want to make sure that the coast is clear, okay? And then we can decide what
I met your mom, man. She's not that ugly. But as fun as this would be, I have a date with Melissa in like 3, and like God knows how far. Like we ran so long. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah,
No
but
one's
what about your
buying
date with Susan at 6?
Yeah, I can make it happen. Okay, I can make it happen. Right? I'm not exclusive yet. We didn't.
I thought you were taking my sister out at 7.
That was just a joke, Ryan. Come on,
I
your
told
sister,
her.
really?
Okay, sorry.
So
Ryan, is she going to be all dressed up for it?
Yeah.
Is she excited?
Oh yeah.
This is going to be awesome.
Will you make yourself over to one of the windows on either side of the door? And,
No, I want to open the door and go outside.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Will, you go to the door, you turn the knob without any problem, but you pull, and it doesn't budge. And when I say it doesn't budge, you know how like you reach a lock door and you give it a pull and it has a little bit of give as it kind of hits? It's not moving. And instinctively, you're looking at the crease between the door and the door jamb. And, you know, if you can angle right, you should be able to see a little bit of the light outside. And there's nothing. It's like somehow the whole thing sealed up. And Will, you feel trapped. We're going to flash back to last Tuesday. Early afternoon. The waiting area outside Principal Westbrook's office. The last time the four of you felt trapped. You feel trapped here too, as the walls in this hallway outside Westbrook's office seem to be moving slowly closer. The fluorescent lights hum above, cold and steady. washing the waiting area in sterile yellow haze. Plastic chairs line the wall, and the four of you are seated and staring at the one empty seat where a backpack lies in judgment of the four of you. A faded poster above the chair reads, "Your future starts here," beside a dying potted plant that appears to have given up long ago. From behind the frosted glass of his office, muffled voices call and respond, sharp and quick. The smell of Westbrook's excessive old man cologne seeps through the cracked door. His secretary opens the door into the hallway, a short, sharp woman with horn-rimmed glasses and a clipboard held like a weapon. Her shoes clack once on the tile, and all sound in the hallway dies. She surveys you, her mouth just a thin, tight line. And her voice is low and trembling with anger. "You four have no idea how much trouble you're in. Mr. Westbrook is getting all the details from Dennis. He's spilling the beans. You should know that." She's shaking her head. "When they're done talking, your days of pranks and mischief are over." The door to the principal's office stays closed. You can hear Dennis's muffled voice, but you can't make out what he is saying. But instinctively, you know that bastard is ratting you out. Westbrook's going to pull each of you in one at a time. You are each to face his interrogation, looking for the inconsistent explanation that blows over this house of cards. One of you realizes if you don't get your story straight about what happened, if one of you says the wrong word, it's all over. And you're all out of final warnings. Time is short. Who breaks the silence as soon as the secretary leaves?
You guys, it's Dennis's bag, and none of us were there. That's it. Since we're not there, we didn't know anything, and there's nothing that we can answer. You got it?
I'm They're not gonna believe us. They saw us. Like that's why we
Just Dennis brought the bag. That's what he's saying. Dennis brought the bag. It's Dennis. I mean, so long the four of us point one finger at Dennis, and Dennis brought the bag.
Yeah, he's trying to blame us for it, right?
Yeah,
right. But if it's 4 against 1,
right, yeah.
We were just we were walking home from school.
Yeah,
we ran into him. He had the bag. We didn't know what it was in it or where it was going or anything.
No,
we were just crossing in the street.
Yeah, we're just walking together, kind of thing. Like that's how that worked. You know, kids walk together, right? Yeah.
But what if they ask us details?
We don't know any details because we weren't going where he was going.
Was Dennis showing off anything?
I don't know.
In the bag?
Any other question? I don't know.
Okay. My dad's gonna kill me.
Oh man,
he's not.
Just don't admit to anything. It's just like if we stick together and nobody like gives it up, we'll be fine, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. Okay.
God, he's such a bitch.
I thought that plant was plastic.
Maybe it was made to look like it was dead.
I could see them doing that.
Will you still feel that feeling you did in the office hallway now as you're looking at the sealed door and it's not moving?
You guys, we got to stick together.
Well,
Nobody go anywhere alone in this house.
What's wrong?
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Hear what?
Oh man, don't start doing that. You start hearing noises and things like that. Next thing you know, one of us is going to end up standing in a corner, Blair Witching, and you know what? That's your bag. I'm gonna find a way out.
I'm going over to a window.
Just open the door. Just let's get the fuck out of here. This place is weird.
Yeah, no, we've been here long enough. The cops are
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hot. Sure. I'm gonna go to the door and I'm gonna like try to like angrily pull it open or push it open.
It's like it's one piece of wood with the walls. It almost feels like it's painted on and someone pasted a doorknob to it.
Just should we break it? It probably latched behind us. Just should we find another way out? We can get
What
through
about
the
the
window.
next-
Like, can we try to?
Help me with a window.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to help Will with the window, seeing if we can like pull it up, maybe.
Well, it's a single pane window. It's not one that opens, and the outside is fuzzy, but not in a weird way. In a nobody's washed these windows and who God knows how long way. You can kind of see shapes. You can hear the rain still outside, a little bit of that rolling thunder, but there is no way to open this window.
Hey, what about
Anyone
the
got
door
a
with the
rock?
push bar?
Hey, how about you break this window like you broke the other one about an hour ago?
They're gonna, whoever's here is gonna like come us, call the cops again. Then they're gonna know we're fucking here.
We got to get out of here then.
All right, let's find a back door.
Well,
that door over there, it looks like it goes out. It's kinda
go
weird to have
go
the
and
door
check it
that's-
out.
All right, I go and I hit the door with push bar on it.
And it gives. So you push it and it swings open. And the first thing that overwhelms you to the point where you almost close your eyes, Rye, is just a dry old heat that overcomes you. And you look and you can see that this must be some sort of sunroom, pretty large, about the size of this foyer. And it has windows that run up the wall in front of you, that curve to and meld with the ceiling. And it's got that same grime. You can see again shapes out there, like maybe there's a garden or something outside. From where you're standing, it's a little difficult to tell. But everything feels like just jaundiced and warm. And you look around and you see the walls and the floor, and everything has been drained of color. Like it's been sitting here baking in the sun from those windows for God knows how long. You notice no other doors. There is a pretty decent sized vent in the far upper right corner of the room, sealed with like an industrial pane with the slots. Looking around, there is just junk. Piles of newspapers, magazines, broken wood. And in the center of this room is another chair. And it kind of looks like the one in the foyer. You kind of look back as you're standing in the door. But this one's a little bit more elaborate. It's got some carved decorations in the back slots. It's got kind of an ivy design that's running down its legs. But it's in the dead center of the room.
Guys, look at this.
Is there a door? Do you see one?
Well, there's a chair. I wonder if I can break a window with it. Because you can
Well,
see
let-
the gardens right out there.
Well, wait with the window, okay? Let's not. It got us into trouble in the first place.
Yeah, but we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
It wasn't the window that got us into trouble.
Well, yeah, it was the stone. Sure. You're so pedantic, Will.
And Rye, that room just reeks of old paper. The same kind of mold that you smelled in the main room. Except you're picking up the smell of something cooking coming from that vent. But it's like a distorted version of what you smelled coming from the doors in the foyer. Like instead of wonderful, drool-inducing food that you smell in the foyer, this smells rotten and odd and a bit of a chemical aftertaste.
Hey, Jeff, smell this. It smells good. Here, come here. Come here. Smell it. Smell it.
Bro, this smells like your grandmother.
Oh, leave my grandmother out of this.
You're the one that took us to our place, thinking this would be all awesome and stuff, man. We could hang
cool.
upholstery
You're
and
not cool.
shit everywhere, dude. It's not my fault you brought her into this, man.
She was totally into you, Jeff.
Dude,
Totally.
You
into
guys,
you.
that's my grandma.
she's
Yeah.
yeah,
And Jeff thinks
Okay,
she's
okay.
fine.
yeah. She was a genius.
I don't want to hear it
right?
anymore.
So quick check. Where is everybody?
Nobody wants to hear this. I think we were kind of crowded around the door.
Yeah, a few feet away
Yeah.
from
Yeah,
Ryan.
and Ryan, you have to keep that door open. It's got some sort of mechanism that's trying to close
Didn't
it.
even start.
2 hands.
I will leave.
Here, Liam,
Oh.
hold the door while I go over there and try to break that window. I gotta
Let's-
get out of here.
Nobody go off alone. Okay. Wait, we're not breaking a window yet.
I'll
There's
hold
the house
Everybody,
has the back door.
shut the. Shh. Listen, if anybody's here, like there's food. Can we hear anything?
Only thing you really hear, I think, is old house, right? That kind of like random settling noises that an old house will make. But you don't hear any sign of life.
Okay, maybe nobody's home.
Yeah,
And
we
they
gotta
have
get
the
out of
oven
here.
on.
Okay, let's go in.
Why do I
Let's see
feel
if
like
there's a door.
Hansel and Gretel right now?
Who?
Never mind. Let's go.
Wait a minute.
I really
Hansel
don't
and
want to
Gretel.
go in the kitchen.
I don't.
They get baked.
Is that? Never read that series.
You guys, you really need to read a book, man. Let's try the one across. I want to try the normal. Actually, no, I don't want to try that one. There's pink stuff coming out of that one.
Here, let me just try to break the window. Nobody's home.
But there has to be a back door, right?
Well,
in my house, the
duh.
back door is to the kitchen.
Let's just.
Without
All right, let's
listening, I
go in.
try
Let's
to pick
have a
up the
look.
chair.
There's gotta be. Sorry.
Okay, good. I pick up
So-
the chair. And,
Oh, okay. So who's holding the door open?
I'll hold the door open.
You hold the door open. Rye, you go in, mentally just imagining yourself grabbing that chair by the back brace and just, heroically, like in an action movie, crashing the windows, and can't lift the chair. And it's not that the chair's heavy. It's like the chair is part of the floor.
Lift with your legs, Rye.
Will you guys leave me alone? Come over here, Will. Help me.
It can't be that. It can't be that heavy.
It's not. I'm just pretending. Will you come help me?
Well, if you 3 chuckleheads work together, maybe you can all lift the chair together. Let me give it a try.
I step back.
And Liam, it's like the door. It doesn't budge.
What the? What the? What is going on? Like, what is this? I'm gonna kick the chair. Just try to kick it as hard as I can.
Like kicking a stone.
Fuck.
All right, time to document this. I have a camera. I'm gonna take pictures. I'm taking a picture of this room, like from the doorway.
Yeah, no, make sure you get a good shot of the torture chair so when we explain it to the cops, that this is.
Well, it's a digital camera, so you're immediately getting images as you take pictures. And you notice it in the picture, and then you look, you notice it in real life. You passed over it. A set of rusted golf clubs that are kind of leaned up against right below the vent in the far back left. But it's like a hoarder's room almost. But it hasn't gotten bad enough that you can't find your way through
Ryan,
But-
try those.
boxes and everything. You're pointing to the golf clubs for Ryan?
Yeah, Ryan, try one of those.
All right, I go and pick up the golf club. Pick up the driver.
Yeah, you
I
pick up the
pretend
driver.
like I know what I'm doing.
And the shaft is old and rusted, but as you kind of pick it up, it's got a good little weight to it, and it's one of those large old timey drivers that have the huge wooden head on it, right? And again, like in a movie, you just back up and baseball swing that thing into the window, and it almost comes back to hit you. The window doesn't crack, groan, or even vibrate from the hit by the golf club.
Who would put bulletproof glass in a building like this?
You gotta hit the corner with it. If you hit the middle of the pane, just try it again.
Okay. And I try to hit the corner.
Nothing.
Ouch, that hurts my hands.
At
Here.
this point, the four of you have tried the door, tried the chair, tried to hit the windows with golf clubs. I feel like you were feeling trapped, and maybe to the point where things are getting a little scary and a little heart racing. So I would like each of you one at a time to take 1d4 control damage, please. So just roll a d4. You can do it off the dice tray. All right, Will takes 1. Jeff takes 3.
Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Wait, immediately control damage?
It'll go from your hit protection first.
Yes, stress.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. So lower your hit protection.
That's right.
But if you exceed your hit protection, if your hit protection goes to 0 and things roll over to your control, you have to let me know.
Yes.
But this is stress damage. We've got 1 for Rye. I think only person I need is Jeff. No, I got Jeff. I got Will. I need Liam. Is it not coming through for you? Liam, 1d4.
Sorry, I thought I had rolled. No, my
That's
bad.
right.
Let's
You
try it
took
again.
3 off your hit points.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
1.
Yeah,
I have a
swear
rapidly
I'm awake.
sinking feeling
I
about
am
old
awake.
Jeff. The way the dice are rolling.
So Will, Rye, and Liam, a little bit of stress. Jeff, it seems to be bothering you more
Yeah.
than the other 3. Do you have a sense why?
Yeah, I think I have a sense why, and that is Jeff has probably been, in addition to holding the door open, trying to just keep it open, has been glancing around and looking at the magazines and the newspapers. And it's not making sense. Whatever the images are, whatever the dates are, whatever the things are, it's not, it doesn't fit. Yeah, it looks like a hoarder's room. It looks like everything he's seen, but for some reason, it's not like, oh, here's a 1982 Harper's Bazaar. Here's a old New York Times. The names don't somehow match as
And
cleanly as he wants them to.
Did I pick up that you were a bit of a reader?
I mean, comic books and heavy metal magazine. Yeah,
So you
probably
see
read somebody like H.P. Lovecraft, weirdo guy, whatever.
you see an issue of Time magazine on
Mhm.
there that talks about John F. Kennedy's second term.
Yeah, and that's the kind of stuff. Yeah, Jeff is just sitting there. Yeah, he doesn't really sweat, but he just kind of starts giggling a little bit to himself. He does when he gets a little bit nervous. He just starts that stupid nervous laughter for a big tall dude. Tall, about the tallest amongst all of us in the group. It's a little bit disconcerting because it's sort of high pitched for this. Normal if he's doing his jokes, it's like, this is.
Jeff.
This is so fucked up.
You're freaking me out. Will you stop it?
Okay.
Should not have done this.
What the hell, man?
Calm the fuck down, Jeff.
We are so dead.
I'm gonna punt him in the shoulder. It's like, shut up. Freaking everybody out. Here. And I pull my flask from my backpack.
That's the last thing that Jeff needs right now, man.
Oh, it's not for Jeff. It's for me. So if any of you could hold your liquor, maybe Rye a bit. Rye
Yeah, I
can.
hold
You
out
can
my
drink.
hand. Yeah,
And I hand it over to Rye.
I take a swig. I pretend like it's not bothering me, but
It's really shitty bourbon I stole from home.
that's good.
Yeah, that's the good stuff, right?
Okay, I'm starting
these
to
two
freak out a little bit. Will you stop it?
I'm gonna grab
Man,
one of
this
those
isn't
golf clubs
cool.
for myself. I want a golf club for myself.
Okay.
I'm taking one of those. It's like a 7-iron or something
Sure.
with a metal head on it. Let's get out of this room.
All right,
At least.
I'm going to pull my backpack out and pull my crowbar out that I have with me as I'm seeing my inventory. Pull my crowbar out. That's like, if Betsy can't do it, I don't know who can. I'm going to try to go over to the window and I'm going to look for a crack in the window that I can like jam it into.
Can't seem to find space. There's no, like, from the window frame to the glass, there doesn't seem space. There seems to be no space between the frame and the wood door. Like, what's going on? Like, there's no seams in the door anymore. The chair seems part of the house. And these windows are like, instead of being built, they're almost like a skin with no permeation.
Can I touch the window
Can
and see how it feels?
a little cooler, but considering how effing hot it is in here, that's
Yeah.
not a surprise.
If I move my hand over and I'm trying to feel for a ridge and I'm going to move over to where wall would then be, from window to wall.
But not as cool.
Okay, so there is a change in temperature,
There definitely is.
but there I don't feel any ridge. Is it smooth? Is it
It is.
what the?
Guys, we gotta get out of here. I'm starting to get freaked out. We gotta go.
What if I knock it in
Right.
the window just for this to hear like what sound it makes? Like does
It sounds like
Ryan,
a
I'm
window.
with you.
it
let's
makes
go.
a glass sound like
Yep.
the
Gotta go. We gotta go.
Come on.
where?
We haven't tried all
I'm
the
going to
rooms
the end
yet.
of the back
Come
door.
on.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, you know,
Don't forget.
because it's Hansel and Gretel, and we've got to go to the oven.
Ryan, you appear to have not lost your mind yet. Come on.
I take out my phone and try to find. I want to call my dad.
No signal.
Oh gosh, what are we gonna do? Okay. All right, Will. Let's go.
So back into the foyer.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have a look at the table. Like there's a table in the room that you described? No. Okay, I misunderstood.
Yeah. No, so the only furniture you've seen are these two chairs.
But there's another chair, right? Okay.
yeah.
Yep.
Any change in the foyer since we were in here?
No.
Okay.
I've pulled out my joke notebook and I've written Hansel and Gretel equals bad in very big letters scribbled.
On the way to the kitchen, I go over and I just test the chair to see if it moves.
And real quick, so we've got Will headed to the double door. Sounds like Rye's doing the same thing. So you guys have both left the sunroom. Liam, Jeff, I had you holding open the door. Are we all headed back into the foyer?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I imagine Jeff is still probably closest to the sunroom at this point because he's stopping to scribble. And
But are you keeping the door open? Or are you
I
gonna
hate
let
that it
slam shut?
matters.
I'm going to let it shut.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it sounds right. It sounds like a big, heavy exit door, and it just slams shut, and you can see the little push bar pop back out, waiting to be pushed again.
Just like it should.
And Will, you go to the chair, which is like maybe it's the same set as the one in the sunroom. It's just maybe somebody decorated the one in the sunroom. I don't know.
That's the head chair.
Yeah, and you grab that chair, and you don't even pull hard because you almost kind of know that it doesn't move.
Yeah, that tracks. Okay.
We gotta go.
I'm gonna. This is like a saloon door to the kitchen, right? So there's
Yeah, like in kitchens that has
Yeah.
the window, except
Mhm.
there's no windows here, and it's the two doors,
Okay.
and you could push it one way, and then you could come out, and they swing both ways.
All right, I'm looking through the window first.
Oh, there's no window. I'm sorry,
Oh,
but
okay.
you know, I'm talking about those kinds that have usually have a round window, so that
Okay.
the waiters can see each other as they go back
Right.
and forth. There's no windows here.
All right, well, I get to that door and then I'm looking over my shoulder to make sure that we're all together.
We're in the kitchen right now.
No, I haven't gone
You're
through
still in the
yet.
foyer.
All right.
I'm waiting to go in before. I don't want to split up.
Gotcha. Just check the other doors. Like, there's got to be a way out. Like, fuck.
Are we pushing the door open?
I put my hands on it, but then I'm like trembling and I can't.
And
I'm gonna
oh
put past you.
and it smells so good in there. Liam comes right. You're on the right hand door. Liam just pushes open the
I'm
left
angry
side.
now. You can
Yeah,
see I'm like angry, breathing hard, just like fuck
And
this.
the smell rolls in, and you can smell it even. It smells like home, like Thanksgiving. Like Grandma just put the food on the table. Liam, you see it first. This is a wide room, about the same width as the foyer. It also has large windows on the opposing side. These are just wall to ceiling. They don't kind of curve up like in the sunroom, but they have that same grime on them. There's a chandelier on the roof, or on the ceiling, in the center, that's turned on and has that same sickly golden hue as the single light bulb in the foyer. The most prominent feature is a long dining room table extending to your left and to your right. And you see what your nose told you would be here. A table full of food. Fresh roasts, a turkey with a buttery glaze on it, a bowl of mashed potatoes, baskets of bread, glasses waiting for wine. And there's 10 chairs around the dining room table. 8 of them look the same. They look nothing like the chair in the foyer. They look nothing like the chair in the sunroom. One of them is occupied. Someone's sitting in it. And next to that person is a 10th chair, which is also empty. Which does feel like an echo to the chair in the foyer. But it's far more elaborate than even the one in the sunroom. There's actually wood decor on the back of it. The carvings are more elaborate than the one in the sunroom. It's like an evolution from the foyer to the sunroom to here, like the chair is getting nicer. And sitting next to that chair, in the center of the table, directly facing you on the other side, as you open that door, is a man. And the best way to describe him is unremarkable. He's got average features, neat hair. He's dressed in a reasonably nice suit with a white shirt and a tie. He's got one hand laid on the table with an empty plate in front of him, just like the empty plates in front of the other settings. In his right hand is a teacup. It matches the teacups that surround it. And he looks up to you as you step in. And the expression on his face is one of, oh, you're finally here. And he says to you, I work here.
I'm Sorry, we came into the wrong house. We came into the wrong house. Like, we must have gotten the wrong address. We're just trying to get out, but the door's closed. Can you let us out, maybe?
And he's nodding as you're talking to him. He takes a sip of whatever's in the teacup and then spits it back out. I work here.
Yeah, we got that, but can you let us out or not? Hello?
I work here.
That's great. We don't. We want to leave. Can you help us? I look at the others like questioningly.
What is the other's reaction?
I'm like, don't talk to him anymore. Just shaking my head. That's serial killer talk.
He takes another sip of whatever's in that teacup and he leaves it in his mouth for a moment and then it goes and spits it back into the teacup.
Is there a door in
Zipping
there?
and unzipping my
Is there a back
really
door?
nervous.
Are you asking him?
I'm asking Liam.
Do we see? Is there more doors?
2 doors. Yeah, there's one to the left. Unremarkable. Looks like a door that belongs in this house. It doesn't have a doorknob on it, and it looks like maybe a swing door. We were thinking, hey, we're coming into the kitchen, and this turns out to be the dining room. That feels like it might be a kitchen door, just by the way it swings without a handle. And then to the right is a door that's very much like the one that was on the right side of the foyer. But in the foyer, the keyhole had this weird pink slime dripping out of it. This one doesn't.
Just pick one.
You can't hold us here, right? Like, this is you can't just lock us in this. What do you fucking mean? Like, what else am I gonna do?
He stands up,
Just
Liam.
go.
What do you mean just go?
Just go past him.
Pushes his chair out with his knees, puts both hands on the table, and leans on the table and looks at you. I work here. Then he sits back down.
I'm about ready to try the pink sludge door. If we're not going through this room.
I'm grabbing my I think I'm still holding my crowbar and just like clutching it a little tighter and just like start walking like to the right. Just
To the one that with the doorknob on the right, not the one on the left without the doorknob.
The without it. I'm gonna go with the one with the doorknob, assuming like maybe that's an outside door.
Yeah.
Just wave the
Will?
others. Not keeping my eye off this guy.
Oh yeah, I'm like back to the wall, trying to keep close to Liam and like. Come on.
I follow along, but I walk backwards, so I'm looking at him to make sure he doesn't come after us.
And he's not. There's no sign of aggression, Rye, as you're watching him like a hawk. But he's tracking the 4 of you. He is centered his attention on each of you, and you see him kind of his eyes and sometimes his head kind of dart. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Like he's counting you, but not saying anything.
Okay.
And you guys kind of slide around the end of the dining room table, and then the door with the doorknobs there.
I want to grab a loaf of bread from the table if it's like within reach.
You idiot.
Like if the table's not too far away from the outside wall, I'm just like
Not at all. In fact, the table is so dominant in this room, like you almost have to put your back to the walls to get past the pulled out chairs, waiting for people to sit. And this buttery
It smells
roll.
so good.
Oh my god! And
You guys never seen Pan's Labyrinth? Oh my god.
You grab the roll, and it's still a little warm.
I'm not gonna eat it. I just like grab it. Still looking at the guy shuffling by. You got a really nice place.
Doesn't seem to acknowledge you grabbing the roll. That doesn't change his expression. You say that to him, and he nods, and he goes, well, I work here.
Well, thanks for the tour, and
Who gets to the door first?
I think in this case, I'm like leading ahead, just
Yeah.
having everybody follow me, just like reaching the door, still looking at him and like trying to turn the.
We got crowbar in one hand. We got a roll in the other.
That is true. I'm going to put the roll in my mouth, just holding it in my mouth. Crowbar on the left, and then with the right hand, I'm
And just enough to hold it, right? You're
Yes,
not
I'm
biting it,
not
but
right on. Yeah.
your tongue touches like the corner
Mhm.
of the roll, and like just butter.
Mm.
And if you weren't hungry, you are now. But you hold it in your mouth, and not knowing, the doors haven't been great, especially ones with doorknobs. You turn the doorknob and give it a little bit of a, and it gives. The door is not locked, and the door will open
Outwards or inwards?
towards you, inwards.
Okay. I'm gonna like turn it and then, not looking inside the door, just like walking back, keeping my eyes on the guy, drooling probably right now.
Yeah, a little bit.
And just like, go. Just indicating for the others to just go through the door.
Who follows
Or
Liam
look.
first?
I'm behind him, so I'm. God, I really don't want to be in this room anymore, and I'm struggling with the need to check what horror is in the next room. I think the first one wins, so I just go into the room without like looking around first.
Very different. The sunroom was large and spacious. The foyer was large with high ceilings and that bizarre staircase. This dining room is large as well with high ceilings and that beautiful chandelier and our friend who apparently works here sitting at the table. This one is a small room. You feel like if you stepped into it, you'd barely have enough room to turn around. The look of it tells you what type of room it is, but it's the smell that confirms it. It smells like a sewer. This is obviously a bathroom.
Frick.
On the left, you can see a sink, and the corner of it has been broken off, and you don't see where that piece is. But if you were to turn it on and there was water, it would just spill out onto the floor. You can see a black mold that's starting to take over every crease and corner. You see in front of you a toilet, and it's like an old-timey toilet. It's wooden.
What?
And it's like the same person that engraved the dining room
Oh, give me a break.
was here too. And even though it's a toilet, it echoes of the other chairs.
Gross.
And there's a standing shower with a moldy curtain preventing you from being able to look inside of it.
I freeze when I see this, and I'm like, I pull my hand out to stop whoever's behind me.
And you almost have to
coming in.
gag, Will. It's like
Yeah.
just
Nope.
ugh.
Other way.
Just
Other way.
piss,
Other way.
shit, and it's just ugh.
Other way. Not this one. There's black mold in here. That's really bad for you.
Seeing that Liam picked up a roll and he's eating it, I'm going to imitate him.
Are you just going to put it in your mouth like Liam, or are you going to take a bite?
Actually, I'm going to take a bite.
Yeah, this is a kind of a longer bread roll, not kind of that round roll that Liam did. You take a bite, and oh my God, Rye, how good does that taste? It's soft, but the outside of it's baked enough that it's got a bit of a texture to it that kind of crunches as you bite into it. And you pull away and you look at it, and it's just beautiful risen dough. And you start chewing and looking in your hand as it turns black, almost decaying in real time. You're watching mold start to grow. Will, Jeff, Liam, the same thing's happening to all the food after Rye took a bite. Fuck. It's all gone rotten. And now that beautiful smell that filled this room is replaced by rotting food.
Ugh. What the?
You see some roaches over the carcass of the turkey. The man looks the same. And he just kind of surveys the table. I work here.
Whatever it is, they're not paying you enough.
And he spits his tea back into the cup.
I gag and spit out the bread.
I spit mine out too. Just
I think I might throw whatever I have left toward the man.
You take this rotten piece of bread. You throw it at the man. Let's do a roll. Do a little bit of a dex save, if I could.
A roll?
I'll roll.
Yeah. So first off, what is your dex save value?
13.
13. So you're rolling a d20. We're rolling 13 or lower to successfully hit our friend. All right.
Spend a luck.
So that's another mechanic. At the very bottom, it shows up as will on your character sheet, but that's actual luck. When you fail a roll, you can increase your luck by 1, or you can spend luck to make the difference. So in this case, you missed by 1.
So I just
So
spend
you
one
can
luck.
spend a luck to turn that 14 into a 13.
You
Yeah,
may
but-
want it to help not die later, though. That's something perhaps more important than throwing bread at the man who works here. It's only 1, though.
I want to prove that I'm tough like you guys.
So drop your luck by 1 for me. And at first, it looks like the bread's not going to make it. I don't know, did the wind shift in here like a breeze? But you got lucky, and the bread hits him on the side of his face.
Okay.
And he looks at you confused, Rye. And he stands up. I work here. He slams his fist into the table. And then he sits back down and takes a sip of tea.
Jeff, can he borrow your notebook for a sec? Your joke book?
Yeah, just as long as you give it back.
I'm going to tentatively, like, if Jeff is giving me the notebook or giving it directly to him.
To the man sitting there?
Yeah, I take the notebook and I'm like tentatively kind of put it on the table and
Like
and
near
slide
him?
it- yeah, I'm trying not to be within arm's reach. I'm just sliding it towards him.
So are we going around to his side of the table? Or are we staying
Trying to be across. Is he on like the long side of the table or on the short side?
He's on the long side of the table, and he's directly
so
across from the door you walked in on.
That's what I thought. So like if I can move up to the like across from him and then slide it across.
So back towards the door that you came
Yeah.
in, the swinging doors. And
Yeah.
you slide, and it's got one of those pens that are kind of part of the notebook that slide out, you know?
Yeah.
You slide Jeff's joke book towards him,
Yeah.
past what was mashed potatoes. It's now just rot
like-
and mold. And he looks down at it and looks back up at you. I work here.
How do we get
Well,
out
that
of
was
here?
useful, Will. Thanks. Give it back.
Just give him a second. How do we get out of here? And I'm tapping the notebook like
He looks back down at it while you tap it and takes a sip of tea and looks at it for a second or two and spits it back into his cup. I work here.
I'm going to angrily step forward and slap the cup out of his hand.
Okay.
It's like, what are you doing with us? I think I'm slightly stressed now.
And not trying to hurt him necessarily, but just knock that annoying spit cup out of his
I
hand.
just hand. I don't care
Yeah,
if,
tough guy.
if the hand hurts. Like, I'm not trying to, like, actually physically like damage him. I'm
Not
just
hitting
like,
him.
yeah. But like, I'm very aggressive. Obviously,
Sure.
I'm just like full force slap the thing out of his hand.
And it does. It goes flying across the room. It shatters up against the far wall near the door without a handle. And he stands up
Take a step back.
to you and faces you. He says it again. But this time, it's loud. Really loud. It fills not only the room, but your head to your bones. And it's not that he's yelling. He seems to be saying it the same way he did before, but somebody turned the volume up. I'm going to start with you, Liam. Roll a D10. You're taking D10 control damage, please.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Okay.
All right. What's that do to your hit protection?
It brings my hit protection exactly to 0.
Okay. You're almost knocked back like a sound wave. Rye, take D10. Control damage, please.
Okay.
Stress damage.
That's enormous.
It's quite the-
Oh yeah, this is going to be bad real quick.
So what do you have left for your hit protection?
4.
Okay. So that means 6 is going to roll over. What is your control?
10.
Okay, drop it down to 4 for me. And now we need a control save. You can just click on control and it'll roll a save for you. This determines whether you take fallout or not. Okay.
Oh.
So you are going to take fallout. So let's find
There's
out.
no
what
critical
that-
fail.
Let's find out what that is. All right. Now, in the system, there's different types of damage. There's stress damage, dex damage, and then physical damage, which comes off your strength. For control is your mind. Not only how smart you are, how witty you are, but how much control do you have over yourself. And this took a drastic turn on you. The other thing is you have 10 inventory slots, and each of you have got some items, cell phones and things like that are in there. But if you fail a save after taking damage to a stat, you pick up either fallout or an injury, and that takes up a slot of your inventory. If at any point your inventory gets to 10, your hit protection will not renew. You can renew your hit protection to full by getting to a place where you feel safe and spending some time there.
Okay.
All right, so this is Rye, and your fallout is called Rewired, and I'm adding it to your
I'm so sorry.
inventory. And here's, you no longer signal pain or stress normally. Can you roll a D4 for me?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to increase your hit protection max by 2 and add 2 to your hit protection. So you now have a hit protection of 2 and your max is up by 2 because you no longer feel pain normally. But
I like that somebody help.
You only recover half of your hit protection if you rest.
Okay.
What does this look like, Rye, as he says this louder than anything you've ever heard before? What is Rye's reaction?
And so, let me ask a meta question. So for Rewired, would that give me courage, or is that just for pain?
You decide.
Yeah.
So I told you the mechanical aspects of it,
okay.
and the fact that you no longer feel pain like other people, but the rest is you can run with the rest.
I stick my hand in my pocket and make it look like I have a gun. He told you to let us out. How do we get out of here? I'm going to shoot you, man.
Will, I need you to take D10 stress damage, please.
Yeah.
Okay, how much hit
That
protection
would
do you have
be-
left?
8 spillover.
Where does
I
that
do
put
have-
your control now?
I started at 17, so I'm at 9. So
Okay, let's go ahead and roll a control
That-
save,
Nope.
which you fail. Let's check your fallout. Your fallout is too quick, Will. Give me just a second. I will add it to your inventory and tell you what that means. Too quick. You are unnaturally fast. Roll 3d6 for me. All right. I assume your dex is higher than 5.
Yes.
So this does not improve your dex. So you roll 3d6 and you keep the higher of your dex versus what you rolled. But going forward, strangers will not trust your unnerving presence.
Well, I'm not too concerned about running into a lot of strangers in this moment.
All right. Before we get back to Rye with his finger pistol, I need Jeff to take D10 control damage.
Yeah, no, that's yeah. Okay, what do we got here?
God damn it.
Oh, thank God.
What's your current hit protection?
0. So this rolls over to crit.
All right.
To
What is your
control.
new control?
My control is a 9.
All right. Let's give it a control save.
Yep, that's a fail.
Okay. And for your fallout, oh, this is a good one.
Oh,
Love to hear that.
Did not
I love
that.
this. What I don't even know what it is, and I'm loving it already.
Jeff, your joints loosen unnaturally. Can you roll a d4 for me, please?
Oh, sure.
Love it.
Your joints loosen is probably my favorite news phrase.
You add 1 to your dex.
Okay.
But if any of your friends see you take a dex roll, they're going to suffer 1 stress.
Oh, God.
You just move fucked up. It looks fucked up when you move.
Oh yeah, I love that. I love that. And
All right.
it
So
looks
what does this
fucked
look
up
like?
when all of a sudden his arm, Will, you've got your hand on the book, and because you've scooched it over.
Don't do it right away.
No, an arm immediately kind of reaches over, grabs the book. How dare you take my book? Pulls it back.
It's not my fault.
It probably felt a little sticky on your
He-
hand a little bit,
and-
and pulls it back and says, "You
So
work
rude.
here. You're doing a great job. Customer service. You're going to get a manager's award. I'm sure of it."
And as Jeff's doing that, there's no dex save here, so nobody takes stress. But his wrists look weird when he points like at the guy. They kind of, like a wrist will stop here. It kind of bends past that point when he's doing it.
I'm done.
Rye, you're
I'm done with
pointing the gun in your pocket at this man who just said what he said at a volume that was excruciating. And he looks down at the pistol in your pocket, looks back up at you in a wonderfully normal volume. He says, "I work here."
Okay. You guys, he works here. All right.
I'm going to grab Rye's hoodie, sweater, whatever you're wearing. I just grab it and just start pulling you away to the other door on the left.
Mhm.
Just like, we're getting the fuck out of here, guys. Come on. Just and not keeping my ass off the guy and just like dragging Rye just because like
Yeah.
And I assume we're going back. We're keeping the table between us and him, right? We're going back to where the side where the door was.
Yeah, just like around the table,
Yeah.
back to the other door, and just
He sits back down. He reaches over and grabs another teacup and puts it in front of him. He doesn't take a sip, but he's tracking the 4 of you as you move to that other door.
I imagine Jeff is in the back at this point. Has opened up his journal and is writing, "Do not work here." In the joke journal.
oh, Jeff, come on.
Yeah, we're coming.
So you get to this door, and it sounds like Liam's there first. And Liam, it's like a version of the doors to the dining room, right? It's a push or a pull, depending on which side. So you push it.
Spring loaded.
Hold on
Please
one
not a
second. It is
toilet.
not spring
Please not a
loaded, but it
toilet.
will close.
You take 2 hands.
You push it open, and you see a room that's about 3 times the size of the bathroom, but not nearly as large as the sunroom, the foyer, or this dining room. It's pretty cramped. Immediately you recognize there are no windows It feels like the air in here has nowhere to go. And God, I wish it would go, because it smells like cooking, rotting food. And immediately you look to the upper left and see a vent that's just like the one in the sunroom. The smells just like what you smelled coming out of that vent from the sunroom. The lighting in here is a bit of an orange tint to it. There's an oven on the back wall directly across from where you are, and it's got kind of an orangish glow coming from it, like the oven light's on and something's cooking or being baked in that oven. And the range on top of it has pans on 3 of the ranges, but they're empty. And what might be the smell is either the oven or like this stew pot that takes up the large burner on the range, and it's bubbling as it's cooking. You can see the fire under it, and this pink slime is just dribbling as it slightly overflows and boils. The cabinets are barely holding on to the walls. Most of them do not even have doors on them anymore. Those that do have doors are only being held by a single hinge. The cabinets themselves are filled with broken dishes. The sink is stacked with plates and utensils. And it's been sitting there unwashed so long, you would swear it's like one piece now. The way that the mold and the stickiness has just bound the stack of dishes in it. And you can see water in the sink, and it's black. And it's so disconcerting to watch the roaches crawl down to the water, seem to sip it, and then crawl back up. And then you look around, the whole place is crawling. Like black moving constellations on the walls, on the floor, everywhere.
Nope.
Roaches. 1d4 stress damage, please.
God damn it.
Everybody?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Liam, you got to warn us before we go into rooms like that, man.
Liam, Jeff, Will takes 3.
Oh,
And Rye takes 3. So I think everybody's at 0 hit protection, I would assume.
well, I
Yeah,
had
So
two.
let's go step by step. I'll start from the bottom. So Rye, what does that put your control at now?
Well, I actually got 2 hit protection.
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah,
right.
that's
So
right,
you just
yeah.
take 1 damage, right?
Mhm.
One drop on your control. What's your new control?
3.
All right, go ahead and click on control. It'll do a control save for you. We need a 3 or less.
Yeah, let me put that back where I want.
Oh, I sat on that 2 for a second, didn't it? All right, Rye. So let's see what kind of fallout we get.
Oh boy.
You pick up Doomed. Let's
course
talk
I do.
about Doomed.
Please.
Rye, you are marked for sacrifice. The next strength save you take and you fail, you will die. If you succeed, you will increase your strength by 2d6 and add to it any doomed you have. So the more doom you pick up,
Okay.
the worse things get.
And I know this, right?
You just know you are not getting out of here alive. All right, Will, what's our new control?
6.
All
From
right, let's get
down
a
from
control save,
17
please.
through things that are not my fault.
Noted.
Come on. I can't even use all 13 luck to
You failed that.
Yikes.
Let's
Yes.
bring up Will's sheet.
It's
going
This might be
great.
shorter than we thought.
Will, you pick up its patterns. You see patterns everywhere. Roll a d6 and add that to your control, both your max and your current.
I'll take it.
You are easily fixated on anything that could be a pattern, much like these roaches.
I was just thinking that.
Let's
finish everyone else
that
first.
is Will. Jeff, you took one. What does that put your control at?
An 8.
All right. Do you mean a control save, please?
What?
Do not take any fallout, which is good. Last but not least, Liam, you took 1 stress damage as well. What's your new control?
Yes. My new control is 11.
All right, let's give it a control save.
All right.
Oh,
All right.
It was on a 1 for a second.
it was.
Liam.
God.
Liam, you pick up glow. You can feel a force sealing you from danger. You now have +1 armor, which will protect you from physical damage. It automatically just takes 1 off any physical damage, but you are unable to hide in any of the shadows. And it's like out of the corner of the eye, just seem to be emitting a little bit of light. So as the 4 of you are looking into this kitchen, this roach-infested kitchen, all of you have taken 1, 2, or 2 pieces of fallout now. I want to do a quick check-in. So, Will, what's going through your mind?
So, I'm seeing the glow now coming from my friend.
And it's
And
so faint that you question whether you are seeing something or not.
Yes, but I'm so fixated on the patterns on the ground or on the walls and everything that these roaches are almost trying to spell something, although it's not letters that I recognize. They are trying to tell me something. And the glow is kind of illuminating them in such a way that not only am I now seeing them, but I'm seeing the faint shadows and stuff. Like, which is it? Am I supposed to look at the shadows or am I supposed to look at the bodies? So I'm frozen in place, kind of scanning the surfaces, and I'm not even seeing the grossness of it anymore. I'm seeing, okay, this is the answer. The answer is in here somewhere. The answer to get.
And I want to reinforce this patterns too. You immediately recognize that what's boiling over in this pot is the same thing that you saw in the keyhole of that door in the foyer.
Oh yeah. And presumably the vent that you said, that's the vent that goes into the hot room.
I think that is a very, very reasonable deduction.
And that's why we could smell it in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then obviously the chair is. Wait, where's the chair in here?
There is no chair in here.
There has to be a chair in here. That's what I'm looking for now. That's been the pattern so far. Where's the chair?
Jeff. How's Jeff doing?
Jeff is running out of humor and is giving very serious thought to returning to the foyer. And as a matter of fact, I think Jeff will. This is where I'd like to see Jeff. Jeff is not reacting well. There's no ways out of here. He was going to try and start sketching things in the book. Not happening. I work here. Oh boy, not good. We've got some glows. We got roaches. We got all sorts of stuff. Things are moving a little bit strange. You know, Jeff is retreating to the foyer. You're going to climb up the stairs. And going to try and see if he can push up. And at the same time, he's sort of muttering to himself, maybe the stairs are safe. Maybe I can just sit on the stairs and breathe, and that'll be fine, and we'll figure this out. Yesterday, I met a man upon the stairs. Today, and just thinking E. Cummings kind of bits of poetry about the stairway coming into his head, and that's where Jeff is going. Like, okay, we've tried all of these. We haven't tried the completely unusual thing, and if that doesn't work, well, we'll figure out something.
And Jeff, do you recognize how strange you're moving now and how your joints don't seem to move the right way? Do you recognize that, or Is
I
it
imagine he does a little bit. I imagine it's weird. I imagine he's also thinking this is going to be awful and I'm going to have to relearn how to be a goalie because that's why they stick me there. And I'm sitting there in my head imagining like, okay, instead of reaching out to block like this, it's going to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
So we have you retreating then back to the foyer.
Yeah.
Check in on Liam. How's Liam doing?
I think Liam is first shocked by the roaches and seeing this, and then I think Liam is overwhelmed, but not in the sense. I think Liam always thinks he knows what to do and what the next step is, and he just realized he feels like a little child right now because he doesn't know what to do and where to go, and I think it's just starting to not even angry but just scared. I think Liam is scared, which he tries to usually hide behind being angry.
This faint glow that you've picked up, again, you can't really tell whether you really are glowing or you're just seeing things, but you know you're stronger and more resilient. Checking in on Rye.
Yeah. A few minutes ago, Rye felt like a superhero, like he could do anything and stand up to anyone. And now he's convinced he's not getting out of here alive, and he is pissed at Liam. Because the only reason he's here is because he follows Liam, and he idolizes Liam, and Liam led him here. And he is pissed. But he's very quiet.
So as we see Jeff retreat to the foyer, what are the other three of you doing? We know that Will is kind of lost a little bit.
I can't. Someone has to move me.
I reach out and take your hand.
I'm not resisting being pulled, like my arm, but I am trying to linger to get every second I can in this room to try to find what I know that I'm not seeing in here.
Come on.
Yeah.
Are you trying to kind of follow Jeff, Rye, and lead Will with you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Liam?
I think I'm just for a moment I'm stepping back from the roaches, I'm letting go of the door. I don't want to step in there. And I'm looking at Rye you're pulling Jeff? No, you're pulling Will.
Will.
Yep.
As you're pulling Will, I'm just watching everybody leave. And just not it's quiet for a moment, then I'm going to follow.
Jeff gets into the foyer first. The three of you are going to be following him pretty quick. And Jeff, you immediately go right to the bottom of the staircase, which kind of matches right where the exit type style door is. That's kind of where the staircase ends. And the first couple steps of the staircase are completely normal. You're a little tall, but you start going up and immediately the ceiling is not allowing you to remain standing. And if you want to continue going up, you're going to have to crouch down and then
absolutely.
go to a crawl.
Jeff is absolutely crouching down, and his arms and legs are moving up in a weird fashion as he's doing it. And Jeff is saying to himself, yesterday upon the stair, I met a man who wasn't there. He wasn't there again today. Oh, how I wish he'd go away. And climbing up and climbing to try, and at the very least, get himself maybe wedge if he needs to and try and push against the ceiling.
And you do. You're out of room, but you have your force of your whole body. You can lift up. And, this is like a 12-foot tall ceiling, right? And so you're way above everybody. You're looking down at them as they're looking up at you, moving so oddly. And you press your back up to try to get some leverage off these steps, and it's ceiling. There's not a door here. There's not an opening here. The stairs make no sense.
And then he just probably slides down a few steps and just sits there holding his book and just quiet. So
are the doors closed once we're all in this room?
So they slowly, just swing less and less and less after you go through them until they're still.
are we doing? Guys, what are we doing? And this is the first time you hear Liam like ask everyone what we're doing. Because usually Liam, like, what are we doing?
Well, I think we're going to die here thanks to you.
Just be quiet. Let me think. Just be quiet. Let me think. There's 13 stairs. There's 6 doors. There's 24 words in Yesterday I Met a Man. There's 10 letters in Antagonish. Oh God, I know.
What are you talking about? Well,
I know it's there.
What are you talking about?
I would like to rest for a minute in this room, so I am going to go sit on the chair.
And I feel like if you guys spend a couple minutes here, just kind of collecting yourselves, everybody will refresh their hit protection. But before that happens, Will, you kind of just mindlessly, I think, almost wander over to the chair sitting there in the center of the room, right under the light bulb, and you sit down. And the minute you sit and your weight goes on the chair, everybody sees him disappear. Let's go to break.
landscape thing. Is that intentional?
No, it just happened. We're back.
That's what I was talking about when I said.
So the three of you, either directly or out of the corner of your eye, see Will kind of wander into the foyer and mindlessly sit on the chair. And yeah, please.
Can I describe? I wanted to describe what too quick looks like. It's like
Please.
I'm not moving quickly. I'm walking slowly, but it's like when you watch a video at 1.25 speed, where it just doesn't. The movement is not. It doesn't look right.
Yeah, it just looks too fast, even though you're not physically moving fast. I love that.
Yeah.
And the minute Will's weight hits the chair, it's like a special effect. He just is gone. So I need 1d4 stress. Actually, not 1d4. 1 stress damage for all three of you. Let me know. I think everybody will have to take a control save, I assume.
I think so. Yeah.
So let me know any failures on that. A success for Liam. A success for Jeff.
Nobody cares about Will.
Oh, right. Right.
You've seen worse.
You have a 2. You have a 2
Yes.
control. So let's check your fallout real quick. Oh, you have picked up Steeled, which is your 6th inventory item.
Mhm.
You can feel the iron in your blood hardening your skin. You have +1 armor, but your skin becomes an unnatural gray. So if you take any physical damage, it'll automatically, by your armor, reduce by 1, and the tone of your skin changes. And when we talk about the glow and we talk about like your skin changing, I want to reiterate that you think that's what is happening, but you're not like my skin looks kind of grayish, but maybe not. You know, there's a level of doubt in there. It's not like you're cartooning physically changing. I've described what Jeff, Liam, and Ryan see, which is Will's just gone. I need Will to roll me a d6, please. Will, you feel the chair catch your weight, and then you're instantly standing. Total darkness. Your arms are at your side. Your feet are under you, but your feet don't have room to just be straight. Your legs are kind of twisted because your feet don't have enough room. In fact, you can feel wall behind you on your back pressing you, and also on your chest at the same time. And your head is turned to the side, and you can feel wall on one cheek and wall on your other cheek. And you smell dust. You smell maybe rat feces. And you cannot move forward or backwards or turn. The only movement you really have is you could move your arms up and down like a snow angel. I need you to take D6 stress damage, please.
Cool.
What's your new control?
It's 1.
Roll a 1 on a save for me, please.
I'll use 2 luck for that.
Okay, spend the 2 luck. And
it's close enough.
It's easy to forget, but we've had a couple saves here that we haven't spent luck. Make sure you're raising your luck every time you fail to save. If you don't remember exactly how many times, just do your best guess.
Count your conditions.
Yeah.
Or count your conditions. Will, what's your immediate reaction?
I'm jumping straight to hyperventilating. I want to scream for help, but I can't get enough air in my lungs. I'm just and trying to reset cycle. And the only thing that is keeping me from losing it again and getting some other horrifying thing is counting how many seconds are passing, counting my own breaths, even as I'm not in control of them, and trying to figure out what they have in common, what the connection is.
Liam, Rye, Jeff? He's gone.
I walk over to the chair and start investigating.
Well. I'm just like starting to shout for Will. Like where'd he go? I'm not believing that he just like my brain is playing tricks on me. I'm not believing that just like I must have imagined Will
It's like
sitting
a
down.
special effect, right?
Where's-
It's just-
Jeff
where's
is
Will?
probably just sitting there and saying, "It wasn't there again today. How I wish it'd go away. I'm sorry."
Can I hear them?
I'm sorry, Will.
you cannot. Rye, what does investigating look like?
I'm reaching around, I'm touching the chair, waving my hand through it. And Rye's starting to wonder if that's the way out of the house.
Liam, as you start yelling Will louder and louder, in a very muffled moment, Will, you hear Liam. Will. He's far away. There's things between you and that voice. It's very muffled.
Yeah. Liam, guys, Liam, Jeff, Rye.
You hear that. The three of you do hear that. Again, muffled, far away, sounding like omnidirectional, kind of like maybe back towards the dining room.
Immediately rushing towards the dining room when I hear that. Just like pushing open the doors.
Slam those doors open. Our friend is still sitting there watching you. And you stop as the doors. You hear
Where's
Will
Will?
again.
Where's Will?
I'm yelling. I'm like feeling the wall now to see if I can feel what I feel.
And he sounds like he's in the bathroom.
What did you do with our friend? What do you do with Will? And I'm like walking towards the bathroom, just like looking at him holding the crowbar. I think I'm gonna like just smash some of the stuff on the table.
And he just goes, oh, I work here.
Oh my fucking god. Oh, I hate that guy so much.
Jeff and
Well-
Rye, as Liam walks towards the voice, slams, more than walks, kind of stalks.
Yeah.
Jeff, do you think this is the way out?
Right. I don't know the way out anymore. I don't know. I don't know if we all have to sit on a chair. I don't know if one of us needs to sit on a different chair. I don't know if we all need to be sitting in the same chairs. I don't even know. I'm scared. Right. And you know what? It's a scary thing. And I don't know how to get out of this.
I don't know either, but I want to do it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Rye, the only thing that gives you pause is you hear Will's voice.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to dissuade you.
No.
That's information Rye's taking in, right?
And I was I think I was going to yell, asking Will if he's okay. You okay? Where
hear
are
that.
you? Are you outside of the house?
Come on, Ryan. We can't let Liam go alone. Come on.
I don't care what that asshole does. But
He is an asshole. I
Follow
mean,
Jeff.
admittedly, he is an asshole. He steals the magazines. Okay, like I leave stuff in his place.
Seriously?
He steals. He steals. I don't know where he goes with them. I don't know. He's more than he thinks he is. But we're all stuck in this together. We're in this together. We made these choices together. We're doing this together. We got to probably stick together.
I'll follow
Come on,
you,
Ryan.
but I'm not
All
going
right.
to follow Liam.
All right, walk this way.
Okay.
with the crowbar in your hand, Liam, you reach the bathroom door.
Yeah, just like open it.
I'm crying at this point. Please, I don't want to die in here.
crying
Please, somebody help me get out of here.
As fast as possible, follow the voice.
Yeah, and you throw the door open and you step into this bathroom at this point, towards the voice, and it's less muffled but still muffled.
Mhm.
And it seems to be coming from the wall directly across from you, just to the left of the toilet. And you hear movement in the shower. But you definitely hear Will on the other side of that wall, just to the left of the toilet.
So not in the shower, but I hear movement in the shower.
The shower's more over to the right corner. He's more in the left corner on the other side of the toilet. So the shower's on the right side of the toilet. You hear Will on the left side of the toilet.
I think since I'm hearing Will, I'm going to like try to listen specifically where he's at. Like when he sounds like a wall, I'm like putting my head against the wall. I'm trying.
He's right there. You put your head up against the wall. You could hear Will. He's right on the other side of this wall.
I'm going to immediately like. Are you there, Will? Will? Just
I'm
trying
here,
to, like-
please.
Okay, I'm gonna get you out, and I'm going to start like with the crowbar, like, is it drywall?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna I'm not going to like stab in it. I'm going to like, and then try to pull out drywall.
And as Liam, as you puncture the wall, Will, you see a crowbar go right in front of your face. And I think you kind of knew this, but this just confirmed it. You're between the walls.
That's what I assumed. But if it's right there, I'm like trying to shift away from where he's pulling so that I don't get hit. If
You
he's
say
gonna start
anything?
swinging. I'm here, please. I'm right here.
I'm going to like try to pry open the door, and then I'm going to use my hands because it's drywall.
Yep.
Like, I've punched drywall plenty of times before. It's not that strong, so I'm like, once there's a hole, I'm going to use my hands to like rip the drywall. Just pieces off.
And as soon as Will gets use of his right arm, as you're starting to pull away that drywall, Will, you can help as well, right? Kind of like push this drywall now that you've got some leverage. Jeff and Rye, you get to the door of the bathroom. There's not room for the four of you in this bathroom. Maybe one more person could get in there with Liam. You hear movement in the shower, but it's only in the moments when you don't hear the drywall cracking. You can see Will's arm, and Will, you can pry yourself out.
Yeah. As soon as I'm free, I'm coughing. There's there's dust all over my face and other stuff I probably don't want to think about. And as soon as I can step out, I'm sobbing. I just collapse into Liam. I assume he's got like half a head or a head on me. I'm very short. So I'm hugging him around the waist like a child, just bawling. Like it was, I don't know what happened.
I think I'm going to start like I hug back and it's like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And I'm like snapping out of me being kind of like freaking out and just, it's like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You're safe. You're safe.
It's not. We're going to die in here. This house is going to eat us.
And
Pink slime is stomach acid.
We're not going to die. We're not going to. Are the others there, Jeff and Rye?
Oh no, I'm behind you.
Okay.
We followed you, so we're probably in the dining room area just behind you, or I'm probably in the doorway, and Rye's behind me. Given
After I see Will come out, I'm looking at the guy sitting at the table, just kind of staring at him to see if he reacts at all. I'm trying to figure out if he's real.
Yeah, he just is looking at you, and just so unremarkable, right? No expression. He's not ugly. He's not handsome. You'd lose him in a crowd immediately. If you saw him outside of this house, you wouldn't pick him out of a crowd.
Hey, Jeff. As I'm like still like trying to like calm Will, like Jeff, like I nod towards the shower is where the sounds are coming from.
Behind the shower curtain.
I just
black
nod
shower.
because I remember hearing like just nod at it.
Rye,
No.
watch my back.
Don't.
I'm watching his back. I kind of push Liam out of the way.
Don't.
And the shower curtain flies open, and it's a small standing shower. There's no water from the rusted shower head that's very high up, pointed down. But you see the back of a woman. Her skin is almost blackened with dirt and grime. Her long black hair is now matted and almost dreadlocked with filth. You can't tell she in her 30s or 40s? It's almost impossible from behind to tell. She's naked and she's putting her hand up to the dry shower head and then rubbing her hands on her body and then putting her hand back up and going like this. And when you pull that shower curtain open and you hear that scratching of the metal rings of the shower curtain against the metal rod of the shower curtain, like hear that sound, and it kind of slams and your hand hits the side of the shower, right? Is because you opened it with such force. She puts a finger up but doesn't turn around. She goes, "Just a minute." Then she goes back.
Oh God, it's The Shining.
No, it's the
It's
ring.
The Shining. It's The
ring.
Shining.
No, it's the Shining. It's the ring. It's both.
I don't care.
You know what? I'm just gonna. Do you work here, lady? And then I'm gonna turn around and walk into the dining room.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know how to deal with naked ladies.
We do have our deck of cards.
She doesn't look like the Ace of Spades.
Seeing that, I'm going to also like start walking back, like letting go of Will and just like kind of pulling him a little bit. Just like we gotta get.
My eyes are shut. I knew that I was not going to want to see what was in there. I knew that it was going to kill me. So my eyes shut the second I knew that he was opening the curtain. I did not want to see. So you're going to have to guide me out of the room.
Yeah, I'm like taking you like by like the arm and just like pull you out.
Hey, Will, I met your future wife.
Shut up, Jeff. This is not fucking funny.
That was kind of funny.
The two, fuck. What is funny about this? Nothing's funny about this. He's joking, Jeff. Fuck.
I would like
Back
to
in the
take
dining
that
room.
rest now. The foyer. Back to the foyer.
Okay, back at the foyer.
I just follow.
Follow too.
Are we all sitting on the stairs at this point?
I'm sitting on the floor. I'm not sitting down on like any furniture.
Stairs are fine for me.
And the four of you takes a little bit of time, catch your breath. Everybody's hip protection goes up to full except for Rise goes up by half, which is 4.
Okay, there's one more. There's one door we haven't tried. This door. I'm pointing at. It's like you described it as there's slime. No, that was that the one.
Slime coming out of the door.
Yeah, it's a normal looking door. It's got kind of this rusted doorknob, and under it is this slightly larger than you would anticipate keyhole that just has a dripping pink slime coming out of it.
Yeah, you know what else we haven't tried, Liam? We haven't tried sitting in the other chair in that hot room behind us.
Did you just see what happened to Will?
Hey, you want to know? We're talking options, right? And we also, the four of us haven't just gone and sat down at the dining room table and had a nice little chat with a guy and wondered about the naked lady.
Do you hear yourself? Just sit down with. Those are freaks. Those are insane people. He works. He says nothing else. He works. He's
Apparently,
naked lady
that's
rubbing dirt all over
works.
herself. Will just disappeared. Like, did you just see that? He was in the walls.
Those aren't people. They're antibodies.
But he went somewhere else.
Who's the
He
uncle
got
body?
somewhere else we couldn't get to.
What are you talking about, Will? What do you mean antibodies?
This house is like it's like an entity. It's a creature. We are its food. It is.
Okay.
It is slowly digesting.
Okay. Well,
Those
great.
people are not people. They are part of this entity. They're like, it's like gut bacteria, right? They're there to soften us up so that the house can digest us.
I realize you've been on a
It's a house.
probiotic kick, Will.
We need to make the house throw us up. Is what we need to do. We need to bother its gut, right? Because I don't want to go through the other way.
Why the hell is he making sense?
Because the rearranging the house's guts joke writes itself.
So I don't. Yeah, there's a door, but the door's for us, right? The door is part of it's us moving around the chambers of its digestive system.
All right.
Right?
So
It's
you're
not
saying
gonna, there's nothing helpful on the other side of that.
Are we going to get thrown up, or are we going to get pooped out? Will, since you're so smart.
I don't know. You broke a wall, Liam. You were able to break a wall. It
Yeah.
was drywall. It wasn't like the door and the window that just spit your crowbar back at you. So there are parts of this house that can be broken. So I say we just start breaking everything that breaks.
I'm gonna walk over to the wall where not the front door is, but the you described. I forgot what kind of room it was where the dry heat came from.
The sunroom.
The
Where
sunroom.
they had like the exit, the industrial exit door.
I'm just gonna try to see if I can break the wall between this room and the sunroom, like if that's also drywall.
So not a whole lot of room to the left of it because it goes right to the
Sure.
corner, right? So if you're facing that door, and to the right is the staircase. So you'd have to be like just above, like the
Wherever
first two
there's
steps of
free
the stairs.
wall, I'm just going to just try to just see if I can break wall.
So the wall that separates the sunroom from the foyer, you take the crowbar and you start beating the wall, the drywall, and it comes off immediately, and it peels off, and now you see that there's that same degree of space here. But you try to hit the second part of it, and it reacts the exact same way as the window. It won't let you break it.
Fuck.
I'm joining in. I have that 7 iron. I'm hitting it on any wall. I don't care which one.
And all four walls will give for that room. But when you try to hit the wall on the other side of that space, you get the same reaction.
What about between rooms, between this and the dining room?
I don't know if I understand. Like what separates
there's
the
a
dining
wall-
room? Same
Yeah.
thing.
So we can break the living room side of the wall from the living room, but we can't break the Okay, I'm going to go in the dining room and hit it from that side.
So
I'm trying to destroy every inch of wall that I can.
yeah, if you try to hit where you were hitting before, it doesn't give. But if you hit a different place that you haven't hit the other side of, it does. And then it stops you. So it's obvious that somehow the house is allowing you to break into the space between the walls, but it won't let you break through walls.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, there's drywall we broke, then there's a wall we can break, and on the other side there's drywall we can break. So there's like 3.
No,
It's
there's
like
only
they're
2,
like this.
Yeah.
but it
Walls
seems
are
to
like
know if you're going to break
Oh,
through,
okay.
right?
Okay,
So
I
suddenly
understand.
some parts of the walls are hardened, preventing you from going from one room to the other through the walls. You can just seem to break into the space in the walls. And now I'm imagining there's just crowbar, 7 iron holes all throughout the foyer.
Right.
Sounds like we went into the dining room and did the same thing. Our friend was dismayed. I work here. As you
I don't
guys
care.
destroy some of those walls.
I want to
Question,
walk
is it-
over. I want to walk over to the guy and start just searching his, like, he's wearing, what is he wearing?
He's wearing a reasonably like middling Brooks Brothers suit.
Okay, so I'm gonna
He's
start
sit-
looking through
Not
his
in the room. I'm
pockets,
leaving the room
like
when he does this.
just pretending he's like insane and just doesn't. I'm just gonna start like grabbing his suit and just looking for a key or anything in his pockets.
And non-aggressively, he lets your hand gets into a pocket and he kind of pushes your hand away, like please don't, but he doesn't say anything. He's not being aggressive. You're finding nothing in his pockets.
Fuck.
Is he sitting in the big, most ornate chair? Or
No,
not?
it matches
He's
the
next
other
to it.
9 chairs. He's next to a chair that feels like the most ornate version of the 2 chairs you've seen. So this is the 3rd chair, 4th if we count the toilet.
Yeah, I'm going to check out the most ornate chair. I'd like to look at that. And
Yeah, you look at it. It's hard to explain because it feels like an iteration, right? It
Yeah.
feels like the first version of the chair was in the foyer,
Mhm.
then a slightly more ornate version was in the sunroom.
Yeah.
And then an even more ornate design-wise version is in the dining room.
Mhm.
And then a more ornate but form-wise very different was the toilet. But this chair, like the other two, does not move.
Yeah.
What do you
Hey,
think?
Rye,
Jeff?
you remember Last Crusade? Remember when that guy was trying all the cups?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense though, because like that would have been the right chair out in the foyer, but not
Yeah.
like if we sat on the toilet, that would be weird. But like, do we all need to like? There's four of us. We should each sit in a chair at the same time, maybe, and then we get out.
The first chair, put him in the walls. Maybe the toilet will.
Don't
Send us
sit in the
outside.
chair. No, that's oh my god.
What do you
Nope,
think,
that's
Jeff?
what the house wants.
I'll
I
do
mean,
it.
how else are we gonna try it, man? Like, I don't know.
Okay, don't let that lady touch me, please.
Okay, you know what? I'll tell her some jokes.
So we've got a plan.
Yeah.
Two of you walk
Yeah.
into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Sounds like Rye is going to sit on the toilet. The seat is down for what it matters. And
Make some poop joke.
and Jeff, what are you doing?
I'm gonna distract the lady by telling her a joke.
What is the joke?
Hey, lady, how come dinosaurs make bad pets?
Wait a minute.
Because they're dead.
Wait a minute. Rye, you sit on the toilet. The second your weight is held by the toilet, you vanish. Can you roll me a d6, please? You immediately find yourself halfway crammed in the exact same spot Will was, but that wall has been broken. So you're not trapped the way Will is. And you don't travel far, right? You go from the toilet to where Will came out.
Right.
But you're not trapped like Will is because the hole is there that Liam made.
Oh,
I guess that didn't
no.
work.
Well, that's two down.
It was kind of fun, though. You should try
Oh,
it.
no.
Why not?
Okay.
You watch me this time.
Mhm.
Are you getting out, Rye?
Yeah, I'll kick open some more of the
Better job,
plaster,
Okay.
so that it's easier to do it, and then I'll sit down on the chair.
Roll a d6, please.
Of course, you get the one.
You're pressed between the walls. There's not enough space for even your feet. You have to like spread. Luckily, your joints are flexible, so you have no trouble twisting your ankles. It doesn't even hurt. And your face is pressed. You can't turn your head, but you can see a hole.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a bit of a distance, maybe like 5 feet away from you.
So I'm either in the foyer or I'm in the dining room, because that's where they put holes.
Give me a 1d4, please,
1d4. All right.
for stress damage.
Yeah, no, that's yeah. Yeah, it did work out. So that'll take my HP back down to 0.
Okay.
And I will start laughing almost hysterically. Again, that high laugh that nobody likes.
Will and Liam, that's
That
coming.
didn't work at all.
That's coming from the hole that you put in the foyer, between the foyer and the dining room. You can hear Will laughing between the walls, and you can hear it coming from the hole.
I thought Ryan was going to sit down.
I already did.
Why did you? Well,
Well, I came out of the same hole you did.
everybody come back.
Right, you're still in the bathroom,
Yeah.
right? And you just saw
Okay,
Jeff
he just disappeared,
vanished.
and I'm not with these guys. Okay.
right. You saw Jeff vanish, and he's not where you expected him to be, which is where you appeared and where Will appeared.
So
And Jeff, you're kind of like sidestepping. I think because of your joints, you're not.
Mhm.
You're able to do this. You're able to slide to get to that hole,
Yep.
and it empties you out into the foyer.
Can I hear that noise or him laughing from the bathroom?
Yeah, Yeah.
Oh, that was stupid. Oh well.
Where's Ryan?
I poke the lady with my driver. What are you doing?
So you poke her, and it kind of forces her like forward. And she turns around and she takes her hand, and faster than you have chance to react, she just takes her hand down the front of you, on your face, on your chest, and there's just this filth that comes off her hand onto you, and it stings like a lot. Can you roll a d8 for me?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your current hit protection?
4.
Okay, you're gonna take 3 strength damage, please.
Okay.
Lower your strength by 3. This is like almost like acid burning your skin. And then I'll need a strength save or you'll take an injury.
And I'm also doomed, right?
You're also dead. Yeah.
I got a 16.
Yeah. Now, if you want to spend 6 luck, you will not take an injury.
So would the
And
doom
die
take
immediately.
effect here because I die?
No, it only matters for stress
Okay.
damage, the doomed.
Okay. No, I'm fine right now.
Okay. What is your new strength?
10.
Okay. Let's find out your injury. So go to your inventory, see where it says add item.
Mm-hmm.
Put there, I'm thinking, what would we rolled knee? I think what happens is this acid is burning and you instinctively are pulling away from her, right? As she's wiping this thing out, and her teeth are black and rotten. Her face is prematurely aged. You can tell she looks older than she really should, because her skin isn't sagging. It's just dirt and grime and crinked. And you pull back and you feel this filth on your face and you're riding and you trip and you fall to the floor. So let's just add banged up knee to your inventory. What is your current inventory when you add banged up knee?
7 out of 10.
Okay.
I yell for Will
You can
as
hear
loud as I can.
Rye yelling from the bathroom. Will.
Go to Rye. I'm gonna get Jeff out, and I'm gonna start hacking at the wall where I hear Jeff's crazy laugh from. Just check on Rye.
Okay. I'm going to the bathroom, but I'm trying to keep my eyes as open as little as possible because I don't want to see anything. So I'm kind of navigating through like squinting and like just following a wall and just knowing this limited layout. And Rye,
He's
come
on
towards
the
me,
ground.
please.
Yeah, he's on the ground, Will. She's turned back around. When you enter the room, she says, in a minute.
La, la, la,
Just
la,
a
la,
minute.
la.
And you look down and see Ryan. He's got this dirt and there's like a acidic smoke kind of sizzling. You can see it burning through his shirt, but Rye is wiping it off of him. And he's on the ground.
Okay.
Rye,
I'm
you
gonna
have
try to
control of this, obviously.
Help me,
try
man.
to help
Help me, please.
I try to pick him up without touching the acid on him, and lead him out, and maybe grab like the tablecloth from the dining room table, and try to use that to like brush off some of this stuff.
So that's dirtier than Rye. That tablecloth.
But it's not
is-
acidic, right?
No, but it's grime and it's got moth holes in it.
Right.
Will,
and
you're
you
right.
you have to like Rye has to put like an arm around you because of his knee. He's limping pretty bad.
All right. Let's just get back.
Will, you're right. It's acid. It's stomach acid. Will, help me, please.
Oh,
Get me out of
I know,
here.
I know.
Come
I'm
on,
helping
get me
him
out
back
of here.
I'm helping him back to the foyer.
I'm still trying to break Jeff out the wall. I mean,
Jeff's out because he's
Okay.
able to help, kind of get there as well. So it doesn't take long at all to get
You don't like how he helps. It looks weird.
I put my arm around
Okay.
Will's shoulder and, Will, I'm scared.
I know, me too.
I want to
Just
get out of here. I don't want to die in here.
Let's just think. Let's stop for a minute and think.
have we tried the slime door?
No.
We should. I'm just gonna go over and try this to open.
No,
this.
can we please just take a minute?
Look at me, Liam.
Well, you take a minute. I'm gonna see if I can open that door. We gotta get out of here.
Yeah, you got us in here in the first place. Can you just wait a minute?
I got us here. What are you talking about? You throw the rock for the window, okay?
It's always I threw it because you told me to.
I didn't think you would hit. You never hit anything. Suddenly you're just... Fuck.
Screw you.
They're hurt. Okay, can we please, Liam?
No,
please,
screw
please,
you.
Please wait a minute.
Screw you. You're just like always following me around. Not a single original thought in your head.
Well, I didn't. I just turned toward Will and I think I'm crying.
Rye, as you turn towards Will,
Right.
you echo back to last Tuesday, because when Westbrook opened up his door, he called you in first. And you stood up and you walked towards his office and you looked back over your shoulder and saw Will sitting in the hallway as you come into Westbrook's office. And he motions for you to sit. You can see Dennis in the corner. Ryan, I need to understand about the backpack.
I don't know anything about the backpack.
It's my understanding that it belongs to Liam, and it's better for you to explain to me where Liam got what's inside of that backpack.
I don't. I just start looking at my feet.
Would it be easier if I called your father?
No, don't call my father, please.
Then tell me what is going on. I've already talked to Dennis, and he kind of nods towards Dennis, who's keeping his mouth shut. He's sitting on the
Glare at
couch.
Dennis.
You don't have to be in trouble, Ryan. Just tell me where Liam got it.
I don't know where he got it, but I don't know where he got it.
But it is Liam's, isn't it?
Yeah. It's Liam's.
You're back in the house.
I'm trying the door.
So unlike the front door, well, the front door's doorknob turned, right? The front door is not locked. This doorknob turns and stops like it is locked. And you kind of pull on it and you realize it's not like the front door. Like, this door is legitimately locked.
Does it
And
have
you
a
get
frame
this-
with a gap?
It does, and you get a smell of that pink slime as you've gotten closer to it, and it just echoes back to the kitchen. It's like a residue around the keyhole.
Guys, it's locked, and it's the same slime as in the kitchen. I'm gonna
Is it leaking?
touch the slime just with the tip of my finger, not like just like a little bit.
And unlike the slime in the kitchen, which was boiling, this is cold. It smells like a rotten chemical smell, not like an antiseptic chemical, right? Like you will not touch your tongue to this, right? You just instinctively know that. And it's viscous, you kind of put your finger together and it kind of stretches between your fingers. It's kind of like a phlegm consistency.
Is it leaking out of the keyhole?
No.
Like, it's not. Okay.
It's like
where's
where's
that
it
leaking
coming
from? Oh, it's a residue.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Are you holding
Maybe
Maybe
the
there's
door
something
open?
in the kitchen. Maybe. Fuck.
I can pick it. It's easy.
You want to? Yeah.
But I want to rest first.
Okay. Nobody sit on the chair. We're gonna close the door. We're gonna take a breather, and then, let's all take a breath. Fuck.
So everybody can restore their hit protection up except for Rye. You go up to 4.
I sit uncomfortably close to Will.
Yeah, I think I'm good with huddling together at this point.
I'm pacing.
All right.
You can still
Right.
hear the rain outside.
This is
Can we see out the window?
Just shapes, right? Like you can see like the walkway kind of.
Mhm.
But I want to imagine like you had really bad vision, right? Just super blurry. And it's not unnatural. It's just these windows are dirty.
Okay. All right. I'll go pick the lock.
So you get on one knee, Will, and you pull out your lockpick set and you start working this thing. A couple things real quick. One, oh boy, this is old. Like, this is really old, which it should be in your favor. And the first pick breaks as you try to click the mechanism. You can tell that a key fits in here, but it seems to be resisting as you break a second pick, trying to turn it, trying to get it to click.
It's in the pot. That's the pattern here. The pink slime, key's in the pot.
I steel myself up and finding my courage again after being hurt, and I just go into the kitchen and grab the pot and dump it on the floor.
And before you grab it, you immediately feel the heat.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to safely grab it.
No, and I think that's a part of my not feeling pain.
So you grab it. Give me a 1d4.
Okay.
This will be strength damage.
Okay.
Oh no.
1.
And you have 1 armor, right?
Yes.
So you grab this thing and you instinctively know this is warm, too warm. This should be burning me, but it is not. And you take the pot off the stove. The smell that I talked about in this kitchen, the decay and the rot, that's fine. That chemical smell is coming from here. There's another smell that's indescribable coming from the oven. You can see the oven is on. You can see the burner obviously is on. You carrying the pot back to the foyer?
Yeah, I actually think I am. And I just stand there holding the pot and show Will the pot.
You hear the crunch of the roaches that you're stepping on as you came in and are now leaving. They're almost popping as you step on them. You look down, you can see you're dragging a bit of their gut residue. It eventually comes off the bottom of your feet, and you come into the foyer holding the pot. The steam is coming off of this pot. The bubbling is subsided a little bit. That green slime or that pink slime is dripping down the edges and landing on the floor as Rye is standing there holding this pot.
Not in here. Not in our safe room. Oh my god! I could tell that he should be being burned. So I immediately like just throw it somewhere, different room, not here.
Well, we won't be able to find it in the kitchen. There are too many roaches.
Fine.
Pour
I go
it inside the doorway in the dining room.
Okay, I do that.
Or on the table, either one.
Yeah,
That guy just works here. We won't even know.
you get in the door. The man's looking at you. You say nothing to him, and he'll say nothing to you. You kind of go to your right, towards the bathroom side or the kitchen side. Where are we going to dump it?
I'm
Closer to
going
the kitchen, or
toward the kitchen. Yeah.
towards the kitchen? You just pour this out, and it just slowly comes out, and pools and spreads in the corner of the dining room. And then the metal hits the wood as it falls out, and you see like a comic book type key. Like if you asked a kid to draw a key, this is what it would look like.
Okay. Is the liquid, is it sizzling like acid?
No, it's sizzling from heat.
Okay. I take my I'm using my, now that I've got rid of the pot, I'm kind of using my golf club to kind of steady myself. And I'll just reach down and grab it.
And this liquid, this slime is hot enough to burn anybody but you. And you grab the key.
Okay. And so I walk back. I've got it.
Nice job.
And I hold it out to Will.
And
I
How
don't
did you know that there
recognize
was
a
a
pot.
key in the pot, Will? What the fuck?
You guys can't see this, the connection, but never mind. I don't want to touch it though, so I'm not taking it.
Hey, Ryan, is your sister still free for a date tonight?
Yes, she is.
That's awesome. And it claps him on the shoulder.
I'm thinking of my sister and things I want to tell you, and then I decide it's probably not appropriate, so I walk over, stick the key in, and turn it.
Fits perfect. You turn it, you hear the click.
And then I
Will,
step
you know
back.
the door's unlocked. You know that sound. Turn the key, or turn the knob.
I step back and let somebody else do that.
Key's still sticking out.
I look at everyone. Fine. Crowbar in one hand, hand other on the doorknob. Just push it open.
It's a pull. You turn it and you pull, and it opens. Similar size as the sunroom, a little bit smaller. The air is stale, like it hasn't moved. Like a breeze has not come through this room, and God only knows how long. It smells of body odor and rot. To your left, there's a door that's not quite as wide as the other doors. Instinctively, you know it's a closet door. There's a bed that dominates the room. It's an unremarkable metal frame. There's a box spring that's old. It looks like rodents might have gotten into it. You can see holes. There's some rat droppings under the bed at the edge. A mattress that maybe at one point was soft is now flat, and also ridden with rodent damage. And wrapped up in blankets on the bed is a form. And as best as you can tell, it's a person that's almost cocooned themselves in a way you could on the bed. So you can't see them, you see their shape. And they seem to have just covered themselves in like 2 or 3 blankets and sheets. And they're not moving.
Guys, there might be a body on the bed. Just I'm gonna slowly step in and just come on. I walk closer towards the bed.
Yeah,
And-
I follow in.
It moves slightly. And muffled, you hear has to be an old man. And the voice is an old man voice, kind of muffled under the sheets. You hear, I feel sick.
Hey, Hey, we want to get out of here. Can you help us? I like step closer, just try to like see if there's maybe like a gap through the blankets that I can see his face or something.
No, there's no way to really see him. He's covered himself and cocooned himself pretty well. And as you talk to him and ask him that, he comes back, oh, I feel sick.
Right, check out the wardrobe. I'll like nod over at the wardrobe as I'm taking my crowbar and just like carefully with the hook and just like try to pull blankets away.
Old habits, I follow and do what he tells me to do.
Yeah, right. You go over and you grab the doorknob and you turn it easily and you pull and the doorknob comes right out and it's in your hand.
I hold it up to Liam.
Liam, as you're peeling back blankets, he's not stopping you. You see his exposed shoulder. He doesn't seem to have a shirt on. It's bony. He's emaciated. There's kind of a greenish hue to his skin. Age spots. That body odor smell is almost overwhelming. And he's not strong enough, but he's trying to pull the blanket back to cover himself. And if you put any level of resistance up, he can't overwhelm you or overtake you. I feel sick.
I stumble back a little bit, like I think you're right, Will. I think
And he smells sick, right? He smells like a hospital room.
what? You're that they're I can't believe I'm saying that it's eating them. Is that what it's doing? Is this gonna be us?
I don't know. I feel sick. I work here. Just a second. It's always 3 words. I feel sick. 144 letters. I work here. 144 letters. Just a second is 416 letters.
Just a minute.
Just a minute. Okay. Minute is still 6 letters. But I don't know. I'm like, Jeff, can I have your notebook again? I want to write down like the words and start like writing out different sentences that I can make with them. Like anything.
You're always so grabby.
Just give it to me. Come on. Do you want to end up like them?
Because I didn't learn my lesson before, I poke him with the end of the driver.
And it's not real clear, Rye, whether he does this or if somehow the blankets do it. But you find your face wrapped in a blanket. And he's kind of gotten up on his knees. And he says, I feel sick. Can you roll me a D8, please?
I gotta stop poking things. Oh, jeez.
Your current hit protection, we've renewed it back to 4.
4, yeah.
What's your current strength?
10.
I need you to drop it by 3. That's the overflow. That puts you down to a strength 7. You are suffocating in this filth of this blanket wrapped around your face. Liam, Will, Jeff, you see this man has stood up. And again, it's not clear. Did he wrap the blanket around? The blanket move itself? Give me a quick strength save, Ryan. It'd be good to roll a 7 or less here.
Yeah, it would. Of course not.
Okay. Do you want to spend 5 luck?
Do I get a luck for that or not?
You get a luck if you don't spend luck and you fail, you gain a luck.
Okay. Yeah, I'll spend the luck.
Okay. So drop your luck by 5. What is your current luck now?
3.
Okay. You make the save. You do not take an injury.
Okay.
You're also able to free yourself from this wretched blanket that was wrapped around your head. He is trying to go back into his cocoon. He's trying to lay back down and wrap himself back up again.
Leave him alone. Don't touch him.
That you could taste it in the back of your throat, that fucking blanket.
I think I start gagging and
Yeah.
spitting in the corner.
Yeah, Jeff's probably smacking you on the back to try and.
Did we get the closet open?
No, the doorknob came out.
Okay. And is there another door in here?
No.
Okay. So that's all the rooms, right? There's no more doors left? Why was this
There
one
are-
locked?
There are no doors left.
Why was this room locked? It's the only one that was locked.
Is it the stomach?
I don't know. I'm looking around the walls.
Try the.
You're
Can't hear
muted.
you. We can't hear you, Liam.
Is there a gap in the wardrobe doors, or is it also flush?
No, there's a gap.
Okay, I'm gonna try to like get my crowbar in, like maybe just the door handle came off, and just I'm gonna try to pry the wardrobe open.
Yeah, and you can tell that the door is engaged, right? It's giving, right? It moves. It's not like the front door. But with all your strength, even if Jeff jumps in and tries to help, you're not able to pry this door open. But if we could turn the latch somehow, right? If we could open the door, because it doesn't feel locked.
I mean,
I pick up the doorknob.
Okay.
Anything unusual?
No, it literally looks like, you would imagine that the doorknob on the other side must have fallen out maybe too. Like it just pops.
I mean,
popped
come on,
out.
Smarty Pants. You should be able to pop this.
Well,
you got
okay,
your-
Stick it
Is it-
back in and turn it or something.
Yeah, is it the side? Because the when you do a doorknob, one of them has the bar that goes across that actually turns the mechanism.
The bar
Is it that
came
side?
with it. The bar
Okay,
came with it.
then you should be able to just put that through the little thing and turn it, as long as you don't pull.
I dropped it before I poked the guy.
Yeah, no, I picked it up. I'm looking at it. I tried. I put it back in, and I'm not pulling it out. I'm just turning.
Yeah, you insert it and you turn and it just free spins. So for whatever reason, it's just not engaging, right? It's not engaging to turn the lock. And something I failed to tell you that you're going to remember now, like I was a good GM and did tell you this earlier. Something was odd in the sunroom. You had this exit door, right, with this push, but the other side was wood. Like a regular door. So like the sunroom door was like double-sided. One side has this like industrial metal push mechanism. The other side had a doorknob and just a regular wooden door to it.
I'm gonna
And as
take
you're
my
looking
camera.
at this doorknob, it harkens
So
to
the
the
other side's
doorknob you
different.
saw in the sunroom.
I'm gonna put, because we've got a hole right like this big. I'm gonna take my camera with the flash on and take a picture through the door, through the hole.
Not really seeing into the closet, but you can tell like, oh God, if I could just engage it, it'll open.
And the wall
Can I
next
can
to
I stick my pen in there and try and engage it?
Yeah, it won't engage, but the pen goes in fine.
All right. Can I just look through it with my flashlight then? Try and
And it's
do I
a
see
closet.
anything?
You can't really see much. It's small.
It's just a
You
closet,
can't see
man.
the whole closet.
Yeah, looks like a closet.
So we all remember that the door in the opposite
right,
room.
Yeah,
Of
about
the-
2 hours ago, I described it perfectly for you. Yeah, so you do.
Yeah,
read.
no, yeah. Oh,
I mean,
how could I have
Door
forgotten?
Jeff
on
was
the other side looks
open.
exactly like the wardrobe door, or like.
It's the exact same doorknob style.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well, then
Oh, let's go get the doorknob.
What about the
Jeff heads back into the sunroom. Is going to see if he can disconnect the inside door knob from that.
Yeah, you slam the metal side. It opens up, and
Mhm.
you don't even have to step in. You can just kind of reach around and boop,
Yep.
it pops right out.
Just out of curiosity, Jeff is wondering about this. I, as a player, am wondering about this for Jeff. The doors to the kitchen, the industrial looking doors, Does this remind him of interior doors at the school?
It does not.
Okay.
No, it's more like an interior door you would see at a restaurant, and not a nice restaurant, right?
Yeah. Okay, I'll grab the doorknob and hand it back to Will and say, "Go do your stuff, Mr. Lockpicker."
No, you do it.
And
Oh, you're always going on about these games you play where you're like this massive rogue and you're breaking into stuff.
and Jeff, you try to hand him the doorknob, and you're back to last Tuesday when you handed your joke book to Will, as Westbrook called you in.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan comes out. Ryan, what does everybody see as you leave the hallway? You say anything? What does you look like? Can't tell if you heard me or not. Are you just thinking? Kevin?
I can hear you.
Okay. You just quiet as you walk out?
What'd you tell him, Kevin?
Kevin just leaves. And you come
Right.
in.
Oh, I'm sorry.
right.
You were telling. I thought you were talking.
I thought you were torturing us.
Yeah, that was pretty
Oh, I was
intense.
wondering why
Yeah, so
Jeff wasn't talking.
yeah, right. You're leaving Westbrook's office. as he
Yeah,
opens
and-
up and calls for Jeff, and I want to get a sense of what we see as Rye leaves the Westbrook's office and walks the hallway to leave.
Yeah, I won't.
was
I
too
don't
perfect.
look at anyone. I'm looking down at my feet, and I think you guys know that I said something.
See it on your face.
I just plopped down in the chair.
He told you to leave.
Okay, I walk out then.
Jeff
Yeah.
kind of motions you in.
Yeah.
Don't say something. Don't say anything.
I'll get
Please.
to you, Liam. He sits you down. He goes around to his desk. He sits down. Ryan told us that what's in that backpack is Liam's. He claims he doesn't know how Liam got it. I need you to explain it to me.
And Jeff is looking anywhere but at the principal at this point. His eyes are any corner, any possible. Just, I thought it was Dennis's. Really did.
I told you it wasn't Dennis. And Westbrook puts his hand up to silence him. You're saying you thought?
I thought it was Dennis's. Dennis, I thought it was Dennis's, but I don't know, man. Dennis is saying it's Liam's. I don't know. You're gonna have to talk between the two of them. Because
Well, both
I thought it was one.
Dennis and Ryan told me it's Liam's. What I'm trying to understand is where it came from. Where did Liam get it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not his dad.
You're
I'm
not,
not
in trouble. Jeff, you don't have to be in trouble. We don't have to call your grandmother.
Jeez.
I just need you to tell me where Liam got it.
And this is probably the first time you're looking at him directly. I don't know where Liam got it.
What did Liam tell you about it?
Nothing. You know what? I'd seen it, and Liam. I knew it was Liam's because nobody else. Liam and I have this thing, and like we store magazines and whatever. Doesn't matter. But I saw it there, and I'm like, this has got to be Liam's. Nobody else knows about this, right? And did he tell me about it? No. Did he tell me where he got it? No. Do I know anything about it? No, I don't.
Do you know why
Okay.
he put it in Dennis's backpack?
For a laugh, as far as I know. Thought it'd be funny.
Why would this be funny? Why would putting something like that in another kid's backpack be funny, Jeff?
dark humor, irony, satire. I don't know.
You hand the doorknob to Will.
Fine. I'll do it.
Works as expected. Will, you put it in there, it engages immediately. You turn the door, it opens in, and there's a closet. The closet has men's apparel, like 4 or 5 different pairs of pants and shirts. All would fit the old man. But what's really effed up almost makes you chuckle is like a circus mallet leaning against the wall. The kind of thing that you saw like in Disney movies where they were building the circus tent and they would drive the stakes into the ground with. The kind of thing that the strongman test with the bell. It's this huge mallet just leaning against the wall, and it's painted with like decorative colors like from a circus, reds and yellows.
Take it.
What do you see, Jeff?
I open the
Just
door.
take it.
Someone else take it.
Oh, okay. Then I'll take it, since I'm the Joker. That it? Come on, Will. And I grab it.
It weighs what you expect it to weigh, and it's heavy. Yeah, it's going to take 2 hands.
That's fine.
Yeah. It looks like it's made of wood. It feels like wood. It's weighted right. I think you probably would have the best chance to be able to do anything with this, but it's not like everything's normal about it, except that it exists. That's not normal.
Yeah.
You do feel like, though, Jeff, and you're not sure about anything at this point.
Oh, of course.
But it feels warm-ish. Like it's emanating a very low level of heat. But you just can't tell. Maybe just the closet was warmer.
I'll touch the wall where it was leaning. Does the wall feel warm?
And it's so faint that when you go by, when you're checking and comparing, sometimes it doesn't feel like it's warm at all, right? It's so faint that sometimes you don't even pick up on it.
What are you doing? Why are you doing that?
I don't know. It's science. Like you're always throwing out. Gotta check things.
But what made you think to do that?
It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
Bring it out.
Okay, fine. I'll drag it out sort of Neanderthal style into the other room. I'll drag it into the foyer.
Maybe we can break some walls with it.
As you come into the foyer with it, dragging it along, we hear the wood scraping against the wood floor.
Yep.
Yeah, as you enter the foyer and start walking into the foyer, it's getting warmer. Not hot,
but warmer.
Just warmer.
And so Jeff is probably it's warmer. And so Jeff, I'm going to start exploring the foyer with it and see if it gets warmer at any of the other doorways or even up the stairs.
It does.
Where is it the warmest?
The closer it gets to the chair.
Closer it gets to the chair. I try and poke the chair with it.
You do. The chair does not move. But it's the warmest it gets when it touches the chair.
What are you doing, Jeff?
Where's everybody else?
I'm watching.
I slowly follow Jeff out.
I'm the last one to leave the bedroom.
You know what, Liam? Sometimes I think our jokes go too far. And I'll smash the chair with it.
Roll a d6 for me. On a 4, 5, or 6, you act first. On a 1, 2, 3, you act second.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's see what we get here.
So you slam this thing into the chair. Let me put it into your inventory real quick. And for those of you know, probably have noticed, there's no 2 hit rolls in this game. You just roll damage. So...
Except for the bread. The bread got an attack roll.
It was a bread roll.
You should have this circus mallet now in your inventory, Jeff, and you'll see the little button that says the damage. I think if you click on the little die icon to the right, it'll roll that damage for you.
Perfect. Hey.
So this thing comes down, and Jeff, you're almost imagining you're hitting the target to make the bell ring, right? To make send the lead up.
Exactly.
And it like up at the top of the swing, you feel a strength and a warmth, and it's helping, and it comes down and it hits the seat of that chair. And you'd swear to God the chair moved. But you definitely cracked it. You hear the wood hit the wood, you hear the chair give. You see the crack form. What you don't see is the flesh-colored tentacle around your ankle that comes from the underside of the chair.
Nice.
I need you to take 5 strength damage. What's your hit protection?
Hit protection is a 3 because of the recovery, so that'll be 2 that'll flow over.
And what is your new strength?
My new strength is a 13.
All right, let's do a strength save, please, to see if you're injured.
Let's see what we get here. 10.
Okay. This thing wraps around your leg. It's coming from the underside of the seat as that mallet hits. All of you are seeing this. All of you take 1 stress damage, please. As this flesh-colored tentacle is coming from the underside of the chair and wrapping itself around Jeff.
All right. It's going to be a control roll for me because of no HP.
All right, so just drop your control by 1 and then
Yep.
do your saves. Let me know.
You know what? I'm going to spend that. My control is a 6. It should be. I should be rolling under a 6, right?
Yeah,
Can I do
yeah,
this?
and what you can always
You're
do
doing
is
the thing backwards.
you can hit. Yeah, you can hit control.
Do this.
Well, he's modifying his max instead of his current.
I
so
see.
These guys still got it.
Gotcha. I'll fix it. All right. Cool.
Okay, great. Yeah. So
So
just,
that's a failure, but you know what? I'm going to spend
the
the
3
to make sure that's a success.
All right. So then the no control save or no control damage. No fallout for you. Who's next? Right. Let's see. You do not have. Do you have 6 luck? Okay. Right. What is? You're currently at 1 now. All right. Let's get your fallout. You pick up Panic Vault. This is your eighth item in your inventory. You develop a mental panic room that shields you from attack. Gain +1 stability, but you instantly forget traumatic events.
Okay.
So let me add that. It should automatically put your stability at 1. It does.
Yep.
That is armor for stress damage.
Okay.
What happens here? Because everything that traumatic has happened up to this point is now gone from your mind. When you see that tentacle leave the underside of the seat and wrap itself around Jeff, what happens, Rye?
I take my golf club and I beat the holy hell out of it.
You start hitting the chair?
Yeah.
All right. Who else owes me a save?
I'm at 3 at 4.
Okay. It's your action, Jeff. Rye, you immediately recognize that the golf club is having no impact on this chair.
Yeah, I'm gonna take another swing and shout, and the man wins a Cupid doll.
Let's do it. Roll the damage, please. it needs to take a strength save.
Mm.
You got through its hit protection. And it fails. So when opposition, a non-player character, fails a strength save, the chair shatters. As the second hit comes, wood splinters everywhere. And a half second later, the door explodes. And the wood of the door splinters and flies everywhere. The windows on either side of the door break inward, and glass goes flying. And Liam, you could swear you could hear the glass in the sunroom go too. You can feel the wind of the storm outside filling the room. I want to do a coda for each of you. Each of you can take me forward in time as far as you want. It could be immediately after this happens. It could be 10 years later. We're going to roll the credits and find out what happened to our 4 kids. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Who wants to go first and start off with where we are in time, and then tell me what we see?
I can.
Okay.
I am in therapy.
How old are you?
It's been, I'm like 20 now.
Okay.
Maybe. And I'm looking disheveled, and the therapist is trying to have me fill out some forms, but I'm still counting like the number of capital letters versus lowercase letters on the questions on the form and trying to rearrange the letters in my head, and happen to notice that if you take the fourth column down, if you take the fourth column and take the words, it spells out the word chair. So I'm like, it's coming back. That means that it's coming back. It's coming back for me because I got out and it didn't want that. And
Well, we're going to work on that.
I don't stop talking. The camera pans away. I do not stop talking for anything. I'm extremely insistent.
Who's next?
I'll go. We see Jeff probably mid to late 20s in a small little studio. And again, with his limbs still just weird, inking out the newest edition of his comic, Dennis the Spider. And in the opening credits, there's always a thanks to my friends who led me to this place. Sorry, Dennis. And that's every single issue has that emblazoned in there. It's a relatively underground comic, weirdly popular with very strange subsets of people because the art doesn't quite match somehow. The art is, the lines are weirdly drawn. There's just the seemingness of it just is disturbing, and it really takes a special kind of personality. But those people who are into it are really into it. And the mallets in the studio.
Of course.
It just glances over and smiles every now and again.
I think I'm 20, and I left my parents' house at 17. Got out of there as fast as I can or could, and I always have a sense that I'm living on borrowed time. Right? I'm not going to live long, but I'm kind of fearless, and I don't really care, and so I take all kinds of risks, whether it's drugs or whatever. And I think if you zoom ahead 3 or 4 years, I end up getting seriously injured, and I'm running from the police, and in an accident on a motorcycle, and I end up in a coma. But all I really see is the foyer of the house with the chair and the tentacles. And it keeps talking to me. The end.
Where do we find Liam? Unmuted.
Liam is mute now. Liam.
It was like that moment with Kevin.
Yeah.
I was like, man, Kevin's thinking about this a lot.
Yeah.
Should have done that. That would have been
Dramatic
great.
pause.
Well, I'm not a master of dramatic pauses. We see Liam. We see the same clothes. We see actually, I think, like some like glass, like glitter on his clothing as he it's nighttime at this point, and we see him like enter like a rundown neighborhood house. We see him like carefully like unlock the door, like trying to be quiet. Like there's a light on, but he's like very quietly trying to open the door, and like you see him get in carefully, like not to make a noise, close the door, and then the moment like the door closes, you can hear the voice of like his mother standing in a hallway, and she looks at me, at Liam, and says, "There's an officer here to see you." And I think that's where we're going to leave it off.
I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Thoughts, stars, and wishes. Wishes we don't really have to do because this was a one-off. But let's start with you, Matt.
Yeah.
Our master of liminal horror on the channel. I promise you'll get to play other games, not just this one.
There's other games?
But thoughts on the scenario, the system, and then
I'm getting a little bit more used to the system now, although it's still, thank you for correcting me on the Foundry, because I was like, this is just not working. Like, oh, that's how that works. So I mean, again, just familiarity with it and building that. It's the system really does have some intriguing possibilities, and it's got me thinking about altering some of the stuff that I was working on, and thinking maybe Liminal's the better place for this, given the subject and setting. This scenario, it's a tricky one.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you had some comments about it earlier, and I can see why this one's a trickier read than the last one that we did.
Yeah.
Even with the liminality of the space, it's where do you go, and how do you eventually work with it? I mean, yes, there's the chair, and you're going to have to do something with chairs. But it is tricky in that regard, especially when you've got players who, do we mess with a chair? Is the chair a mimic? Whatever. And that's where we think. Stars, of course, the remarkable cast that you assemble every single time.
Right.
Will acting in his incredible fashion of once he had the patterns and starting to figure out where the patterns were, Ryan just starting to lean into his doomed nature almost immediately with that. And of course, Liam being the absolute prick that Liam was, ruining all of us. And naturally, of course, your descriptions and the weariness of each of these statements that everybody gave. Yeah, it was big stars across the board for all that.
Yeah, and we talked, I think, off stream or during the break or something like that. I can't remember, Matt, but like I was explaining how I read Recursive Transit. Comes out of the same zine thing that they put out, and Recursive Transit. I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait to run this. Right? I could imagine playing it, and I was not going to play the chair, and then bored, grabbed some people from the Discord and said, hey, let me run this. I have no idea what it's going to be like, and it just kind of sang. And I saw the scenario in play. And having run it several times, nobody does the same thing. There's 3 things in the house that will destroy the chair. It's been the mallet twice now, and then what's in the attic twice now. That destroys the chair. Yeah.
I mean, there are stairs.
The one thing that has never happened is if you pour water on the old woman, she will dissolve and leave you a bone axe, which is from her leg, which will also work on the chair. Unsurprised that nobody's done that because that's super not obvious.
Yeah.
Couple things for those watching who want to run this. One of the big level ups for me was creating the flashback, which is not in the book. I think it gives, one thing was lacking is I couldn't get the characters to connect with each other. I couldn't get the characters to flesh themselves out because it's kind of puzzle, threat, puzzle, and that's how it reads and that's how it plays. I do like the idea of, and it doesn't have to be teens, right? That's just what I decided for this. It could be any 4 people or 3 people or 2 people, but I recommend you give an opportunity for role play before things start to ramp up. So I think this is my first time doing the flashback, and I really liked what it did because I felt like I understood the 4 of you much better, just having that little moment before things really got started. DZ, thoughts, stars?
Yeah, I fully agree. I totally see why this one doesn't read when you're at it, because I think I do prefer as a scenario Recursive Transit over this one, because this one is very like so you have to find a key or a key item for this on the other side of the house, and then there's another thing that has a vague connection to another thing on the house that you have to go get that, and it's very like literal and tangible.
Yep.
Whereas Recursive Transit, I didn't feel nothing was really contrived in it. There was a very natural flow forward and then forward again, etc. So. But the table's great. You did a great job running it. So, like I still really, really enjoyed it. I love the character dynamics. I really wanted to turn in the flashback.
I got cheated on that. Honestly, I was forgetting about it because that was another big thing is I wanted to have little vignettes that echo back, and I got so wrapped up in what you guys were doing. I really should have done it for all 4 of you.
It takes a really specific kind of moment for it to like, okay, this is the time to do it. So, but yeah. As for stars, Matt's freak out when he started giggling and like we're so dead, that killed me. That was really, really funny. I also really, really liked the first flashback, Kevin's flashback, where he immediately, like even when he went in, like I don't know if you did this on purpose or it was natural, but you kind of stuttered at first. I don't know anything about, like, it was perfect. And then immediately fessing up and not going with the plan was very real. Like I was like, that makes sense.
That completely worked for me too. That was a very honest moment. I enjoyed that. Z.
Yeah. Stars. Definitely Matt with his quotes. With his like little lines that are always like so fitting. I love that. That's just and the references and then like you gotta read a book and just like those little like moments between characters I really enjoy. Those are like always my stars. I love the patterns, how you like then leaned into seeing the patterns and saying things out loud, and then like even thinking about like you as a player it's like that many letters and that combination is just, I thought that was really fun.
I love Fallout
like
as an RP prompt. I really do.
The pattern also like made sense some of the times. I was actually seeing something. It's just
I mean, you have to start somewhere, right? Like figuring out what is going on here and how do we get out. So like looking at patterns is not the worst idea.
No, it's not.
Thoughts about the system? I think the Fallout worked better for this one. I think it always depends what kind of Fallout you're getting.
Yeah.
For me, I think what I noticed after having played Liminal Horror a bunch of times now, the spaces are always super interesting. What's happening is super interesting, but there is this part of me, and I know that's difficult on a one shot or just in general, like can be difficult. Finding like some sort of like hints or reasoning or like reason why this space exists. Like it can exist, of course. Like this is just like a messed up place that you fall into. But like if there's like some explanation of like the history that like kind of cues you in the same way that the flashback cues you a little bit into the characters, I would love to see that in a one shot, like just hints at like why this place is there.
Yeah, and I think that we would have to make that decision ourselves as the GM, right? Because it's definitely not in the book. And you know, I battled around like for a period of time in my head. I was just like, what if the house is trying to keep them safe, and the chair is the threat, and there's a battle happening between the chair and the house? But I couldn't quite figure out how to make that feel right.
Do the people in the house, are they food that's currently like other people that it got before that it's not digesting? Oh,
Absolutely
okay. Because I thought that was like, you know, like, oh, it's digesting, and those are people that it had caught before, and like it just keeps them there until it digests it or something.
And this is not
Love
a
that
criticism.
that's just the truth now.
Yeah,
well,
oh, that's totally what happened.
And it's not a criticism of the scenario. It's part of this style of scenario for Liminal Horror, where there's just like there's a guy here who says I work here. Incidentally, his damage in the book for his yell is D20.
No, it isn't.
It is. I'm like,
oh, that would have been an unfortunate roll.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And the one time I ran this, someone rolled like an 18 and just killed them. Right. They just lost everything. You know, it's like, yeah, that's not fun.
I also really like the flashback. I would have loved to see it like progress, because I really like with my last scene, I was thinking like it would be really cool like that the thing we were running from had something to do with just what happened before.
Yeah.
We like, because that's why we were maybe chased. Like maybe I was being chased down.
Yeah. That explains why they had freaking dogs and stuff.
Yeah. I would have. I think what I will do if I run this again is I think I will do something to help me give moments in my notes for each room, you know, just as a reminder. Because it was the moments just didn't happen. I mean, when they did happen, I was able to echo it pretty quick, but that's manufactured too, right? I can manufacture that at any point. Yeah. So that's definitely a level up for me on the next one, because I think it works. I think it's neat. And it kind of gives us all a chance to take a breath a little bit and play a little bit different.
Quick question before. There is the flashback mechanic in Liminal Horror. You as a player can call a flashback.
It's an optional rule. Yep.
Oh, it's optional. Okay, I forgot.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, it's an optional rule. I've not used it. It feels I don't know. I love flashbacks and Blades in the Dark. But for some reason it doesn't click for me here. It's like luck is an optional rule as well, which I do like the luck. It helps. Yeah. It helps with the survivability of this. I mean, and it's an interesting mechanical choice. You know, that creates interesting choices. But and incidentally too, for those of you watching, I'm using my own custom D100 Fallout. I wrote these Fallouts. Some of them I stole them. So there's some from the original book, some from the first printing of the book, some from some scenarios that I pulled in. And I'm just now realizing that I use there's a Fallout specifically for the chair, which the first 5 things are something, and then the 6th one is rolling the big table. I completely blanked on that. So I highly recommend using the Fallout that is in this scenario, because it creates some, like, there's one of the Fallouts is you used to live here.
Oh,
Right. There's some really interesting ones. I'm really pissed that I'm just now remembering that I was rolling on the wrong table. But anybody who watching, if you'd like to see get a copy of my custom Fallout table that I'm using when I'm running Liminal Horror, yeah, just shoot me an email or just remind me, Matt. I'll shoot it over to you. I found that most of they almost were helpful, but then the other ones weren't. And I didn't like that. Well, I think what I love in this system is that every Fallout does give you the potential of improving and becoming more steeled. I think that makes the game more interesting. So all of my Fallouts have an upside to them. So if you want to copy that, just Craig at thirdfloorwars.com. And I'll shoot it over to you. Matt, I'll just pop it to you on Discord. All right. Last but not least, Kevin, it's so good to have you back.
Thank you. I've had a good time. It's been a while, so
yeah.
I really enjoyed playing with everyone. And I echo what people have already said about the role play. Man, I tell you, Matt, I'm going to have that stupid giggle in my head. And something that kind of freaked me out was when you were describing going up the stairs. I saw the crab walk from The Exorcist, and it was like, yeah, we're done. But I really enjoyed it. Liminal Horror is becoming one of my favorites because you don't really know, is it psychological? Is it real? And I love that aspect of things. So, but yeah, it was really fun. It was kind of interesting because the things that we rolled, the Doomed and the Panic Vault, rewired, all of that fit together. And that was a lot of fun.
I like my Fallout table.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I'm
going to send you a message too.
Yeah. Because I've noticed that it does. I've written them such that I think you can make them work. I'm sure ones will fall flat. I just haven't seen it yet. Plus, I'm extremely biased because I think I'm a clever boy. But
yeah, that completely changed the way Rye behaved. When he got the rewired and then the Doomed completely turned him around. So.
Yeah, and I think that if you're a GM, I didn't have to with this table, just because we got pros here as far as role playing goes. But I think if you have someone relatively new, prompt them to say, "Hey, how does this change you right now that you have a panic room in your mind? What's different now?" It's okay to encourage your players to explore that if they don't naturally automatically take them as RP prompts. Help them. That's part of our job as a GM. Monster of the Week is going. We're having a great time with Monster of the Week. So definitely check that out. Forbidden Lands, of course, the most popular show on the channel, is still ongoing. We've got, at the beginning of the year, we're going to see the return of Trail of Cthulhu, which people are very excited to see come back. We've been having a ton of fun with that. And early in the year, I am going to be at the table with Kevin, except the nameplates are going to be switching. Kevin is going to be running us through Die, which I cannot wait for. So you can look forward to that at the beginning of the year. Kevin is the GM, and I get to play a game that I've been dying to play.
Yeah, I love that game.
Well, it's obvious that I am like, my kink is trauma, so I'm going to thoroughly enjoy Die. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Have a great time. See you soon. Blah, blah, blah.
Thanks, everyone.
Take care.
Howdy, friends. Thank you for watching. All our content is archived and organized in playlists on the Third Floor Wars YouTube channel. Check it out. And if you could like, follow, subscribe, and even set your notifications to this channel on YouTube and Twitch, we'd appreciate it, and it'll make sure that you catch all of our content. I talk with creators, designers, and experts across the gaming landscape in every episode of our podcast, Tabletop Talk. Open up your favorite podcatcher and search for Tabletop Talk from Third Floor Wars. Support your creators. They make the content you love, and it's your support that makes it happen. If you want to help us, go to Third Floor Wars on patreon.com, and you can help us for as little as $1 a month.
Thanks again. We'll see you next time. Take care.